What's up, guys? Cardinals, Braves tonight. Max Fried hoping he's Maximus, following up that masterpiece by Charlie Morton last night. Versus Carlos Martinez. Should be very interesting because he's been on the struggle bus of late. But typically, when that happens, you're going to get a good one. So we'll see what happens. Good luck to the Hawks tonight, trying to close it out against the 76ers. I am not a Hawks fan, but I appreciate the fight and the excitement of that team. So good luck to you guys. I will be doing the remote gymnastics with that because I do not like commercials, as does not a lot of people. And the offense is starting to really click. So hopefully Max Fried can take advantage of this late-hitting Cardinals team. Yes, they still do have Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado, and they need no introduction. And it could be a little tough since they are all lefties. They are all righties, and Max has kind of struggled a bit, but a 2.72 ERA since May 1st, since that hamstring injury sustained running the bases early in the season. So it's kind of been pretty good. Max Fried of late gave up three runs in 6 innings against the Marlins, and that's pretty good. The pitching staff of the Marlins is very, very stout and underrated, so we just couldn't do the little things. So hopefully offensively we can do the little things a little better tonight. ABC Baseball, the old Bill Belichick, just do your job, and hopefully we can start stringing some W's together and get ourselves back in at least. Excuse me.
With 40 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, Muscle Milk Pro Series helps build muscle.
Stupid allergies. And at least mix and just start playing good ball, consistent ball. And I think one calling card is when we don't have to go to our bullpen more than twice or more than 3 times, we got a really good chance to win. So hopefully Max can take it deep like Charlie did last night and just attack. And hopefully that fastball is dancing and that curveball is moving and grooving. So hopefully get on a mini roll and just keep going. Excuse me. Been watching the U.S. Open golf. Been very entertaining. And that being on the West Coast kind of helps to have an extra little something in the background. Richard Bland, the Rando, and some big dogs in the rear view for the U.S. Open. We got about six minutes until first pitch. But hopefully we can just have another stress-free, fun type of win and put some donuts up. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Just put up donuts. But the funny thing is, though, when we give up runs, we give up crooked numbers. We haven't been really able to limit the damage, so to speak, whatsoever in our losses, even when the offense has came back and given us many chances. We just haven't been able to get that shutdown inning or those donuts or those limited innings to kind of keep the momentum. So hopefully last night is a springboard to that. And usually if you're gonna get Max, you're gonna get him early. So hopefully no leadoff walks, no extra stuff, just attacking like Charlie did last night.
It is the year of the not young guy. Tom Brady in football, Helio Castroneves in racing, and of course, Phil Mickelson in golf. But halfway to the house here, Richard Bland might top them all. By even the kindest evaluation.
I did my job.
And that's exactly what Brian Snicker needed his club to do. They did it last night, and this is Braves baseball.
Do your job. And I will predict now that Ronald Acuna Jr. does get number 100 tonight.
Great to be back with you for Braves baseball. A fun night last night. Yes, the Charlie Morton Express was rolling. A 4-0 shutout over St. Louis. Braves bats were done back in the win column.
Excuse me.
Right team, right time, right division for the Atlanta offense.
Yeah, let's just play the NL Central the rest of the year. I think we'll be good. Look,
Yeah.
the Braves have done great work, you see, against the NL Central. And Chip, 10 of those 15 games been against the first and second place Brewers and Cubs that they've taken care of. So, work for them right now.
Yeah, let's just petition to be in the NL Central for the rest of this year. That'd be great. Maybe it was the rally haircut last night, so I'm hoping that's why I didn't do a vent live the other day. I was going to do one, so I did not mean to say I was going to do one and then not do it. I'm not that type of person. I just had a bunch of plans yesterday, and the timing with the Braves game and things of that nature did not happen. Yes, go Braves. Tim, thank you for watching. Even though we haven't started yet. Excuse me. Allergies and whatnot. But yeah. So I will do a vent or question live in the coming days. We have a lot of baseball coming up with 14 games in 13 days, including a massive 4-game series and a double dip in New York facing the Mets starting Monday. So I will try to work in a question live at some point in the coming days. I will tweet or message about that so you guys can know, and I will have a link. And you can always ask the questions here. What channel am I watching the Braves on tonight? Bally. It's 60 in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know what it is for you guys, but whatever channel Bally Sports is where the game is tonight. And I debated doing the national broadcast ones because we have back-to-back with Fox and A-Rod and ESPN, just so more people could watch it, because sometimes those get blocked. But this one out, so we are going to do this one, and I always do one once a week. I've started doing one once a week, except for the week that I had a bunch of stuff going on and the timing didn't fit. And if that's the case, I will tweet about it if I'm not going to do a live for whatever week. But
we should be good to go for game 2 tonight, as the Braves try to make it 2 in a row over the slumping St. Louis Cardinals, who have dropped their last 5 road games under their terrific manager, Mike Schultz. Not much change in their Toyota starting lineup. Edmund, Carlson, Goldschmidt, Arenado, a very potent...
Yeah, well...
And that's a trend that Max Fried hopes continues tonight, Jeff.
Well, they do play hide and seek when you have to find them and do all that.
Yeah, last start in Miami, he was decent, gave up some runs. The one before that, to me, is the one he needs to kind of think back with it. That powerful Dodgers lineup here. Now in the strike zone.
Attack, 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 Max. Attack, attack, attack.
So the old saying, momentum's as good as your next day's start. The Braves have a good one. What are the 4 keys for Max and the Braves tonight?
Get Max to throw 100 pitches tonight. He hasn't thrown 100 pitches yet this year, Chip. We challenged
100 pitches equals probably, hopefully, 7 innings for Max.
Offense now for 3 games has really been swinging the bats. Keep doing it.
Max Fried, 1-0 against
Max Fried versus Tommy Edman to get it underway. Put up a donut. Put up a donut. Low fastball 95. No leadoff walks. Make him earn it. Inside fastball 2-0. Come on, Max.
Edman hitting 182 in his last 12 games. He's had some injury problems, some trunk soreness.
There you go.
The Cardinals have to
Poured it in there.
I'm assuming it's an abdominal problem for Edman.
2-1.
Batted leadoff in 66 games for St. Louis this year. 260 hitter, 4 homers and 18 driven in.
There you go.
Back in the count.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
4 fastballs.
Braves playing in their Friday night home Reds. Good looking togs. The pitch is taken low. It's a full count.
95 low fastball. 3-2. Come on, bud. Make him earn it. No leadoff walk.
Dylan Carlson on deck for St. Louis. Nobody on around, and the first 3-2 count of the game is fouled straight back.
Max got a good fastball tonight. It's at 94, 95.
Fouled back.
I thought that was one of the better we've seen with Charlie with his fastball last night.
Deep count.
And of course, great curveball.
Really simplified his game plan. We caught that pretty early, Jeff. He was using just 2 pitches for the most part. He was terrific. As Edman with a good start for St. Louis. Rifles a shot into left field in the corner. He's sprinting towards second. The throw there is going to be
Leadoff double.
With a leadoff double for the Cardinals. That has been very rare for St. Louis.
Yeah.
Not many extra base hits. Not
Use
many
your
runs of late, but they've got a chance here in the first inning.
No, probably one of their better hitters as far as plate discipline and having an idea. And you see he can
It's Max in the first.
foul off the first fastball. They missed that one.
That's only the 3rd extra base hit for the Cardinals in their last 6 games on the road. What about that?
Yeah, because as you said, there's a reason you're 0-5.
So Dylan Carlson, the batter, the 22-year-old St. Louis outfielder, 1 RBI in his last 11 games.
There you go.
That one right under the golden bat on that Cardinal road uniform, and Max Fried ahead, no balls and a strike.
8 pitches, 8 fastballs. So I like
2016 out of Elk Grove High School.
the attack. Just missed the spot on that Tommy Edman fastball.
Got counted 9-10 of their top 30 in the major leagues with the Cardinals this year. It's driven down the line and foul.
First slider, driven down the line, foul. Quickly 2 strikes, had him off stride.
A scouting, drafting, developmental organization, and they give their kids a chance at this level for extended periods. Very good farm systems in both organizations, and great rivals for a
Hopefully
long
Max
time head-to-head.
stays on plane, doesn't get too fast with his delivery. That's what he was struggling with last or prior to the IL stint.
Leading in second, he's got a good lead off the base, the pitch. Trying to get him to chase, and he didn't.
Yeah, probably two of the
JC on the slider, or tried to get him chased, didn't. Dirt ball 1-2.
Feel, okay, we're closer. We need to add a piece. You can go out and get that free agent or that trade. But both organizations are really good at developing their talent.
Cardinals and Braves have faced each other since 1892. Amazing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For Dylan Carlson. Edmonds going to take third, and it's bounced foul.
Oh, thank God. He was trying to steal third,
Riley was well back in the bag at third. Heads up.
and thankfully Carlson fouled that one off.
Too close to take. Looked like Edmund had it stolen.
He did, and I think Carlson might have done a little bit of a favor. I know it's tough to lay off, but that pitch I thought was going to be in. But as he said, with 2 strikes, it's always tough.
He hasn't broke out a curveball yet. 11 pitches in. Couple of sliders. Majority fastball.
So another long at bat. This one from Dylan Carlson. Had been leading from second as he tries to keep him close. Not going this time. And a breaking ball is sky toward left and foul.
Hanger. Got away with that one. Foul.
Already, Jeff, we're seeing a difference in the Cardinal offense tonight as compared to last night. They had trouble fouling off anything Charlie Morton threw. They're able to prolong his advantage.
Making Max work. Can't get a good finish on his pitches right now.
Lineup that probably would rather face, even though Max is
Yeah.
more elite left-handed pitchers in baseball. It's a right-handed heavy lineup.
Yep. Right-handed heavy. Like I mentioned, and they're just seeing Max better.
Kind of pounce on him. Righties have tend to have their ways with him.
Finding out somewhere, but
Cardinals 9-4 against left-handed starters this year. And Freed and Contreras want to think over this big pitch. He's made 12 of them so far.
he's not comfortable right now.
Now still filing in on a gorgeous warm June night.
Hi, Andrew. What's up? Go Braves.
That was foul in play. Contreras.
Another hanger. Curveball. Fouled off again. 13 pitches, no outs. Runner at second. 1-2 count. Just can't get that finish yet on the fastball
He's hitting 288
or the curveball.
against Max. All hitters at 278. For the Braves left-hander making his 11th start tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A lot of that damage with those numbers. His
A
first
pick back, a back pick.
His OPS versus lefties coming in 649, where righties are 808. But you would figure in a righty-lefty split.
1-2 pitch with Goldschmidt on deck. Here it is. Downstairs.
Slider 2-2.
Here in this first inning.
Back foot, no chase. Ugh. It's kind of shaping up to one of those Ian Anderson pull teeth to get out so far. But just needs something to get him started.
Tommy Edman, the runner at second. The pitch is a little chopper. And then got
Ugh.
Contreras. And he's down on 2 knees.
Off the knee, 98-mile-an-hour fastball on Contreras. Ouch, that hurt. Ouch, bae. We don't need any more catching injuries.
Ricochets away that far. Let's see.
Right off the knee. Ooh. Why are they fouling so many pitches off?
I don't care
Jesus.
how much padding,
That hurt.
how much hardened plastic they have.
Direct hit. Willie.
Inside, if that hits you dead on the kneecap, a little better than padding out front's bigger, but that kind of side part, you don't have as thick a padding.
We need Max to get a ground ball here.
The umpire gave a little tap on the.
And I just think Contreras is going to have to squat another 150 or 60 times the rest of the night with that sore knee.
Ball it up a little bit bigger. It's covered in case it happens again.
Exactly. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 15 pitches for Freed on a hot night.
Come on, Max. Finding out somewhere, bud.
Wind blowing out toward left as Max checks, pauses, checks again, and here it is. In the dirt, back-to-back full count.
3-2.
Cardinals aren't chasing.
Well, he's throwing the fastball over. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about that. That curveball right now, as you said, Chip, the first two righties have not gone after that pitch.
They're not chasing, which means this could be a very, very frustrating and long night. Max has got to bow up and make a pitch. Get started in the right direction somehow.
So another 3-2 count, this time to Dylan Carlson, the St. Louis center fielder. And this one on the ground, hit toward the Braves third baseman Riley, who avoids the on-charging base runner.
Ground out, productive out for Carlson. Running to third, nice.
As Riley came in and charged that baseball.
Nice job by Riley to avoid that football-type collision on that grounder.
Yeah, good concentration to keep coming in a situation like that.
Edmund had to alter his path.
So 1 out. Hopefully that'll help Max kind of calm down a bit.
Paul Goldschmidt is the hitter. He broke up Charlie Morton's no-hit bid last night.
1-0 fastball. High.
We talked about Max's what righties are hitting off him, Chip. April they hit 478 in those 3 starts, but since more Max-like at 211.
96 fastball fouled off. 1-1.
And Freddie Freeman is the exact same thing you could say about the Cardinals. Look, you can talk about all the young players they have. Colton Long's not here anymore. Whatever. If Goldschmidt and Arenado don't swing the bats like they did early in the season, the Cardinals aren't going anywhere. And the same is true for the Braves. We're seeing Freddie Freeman.
Right away, 97 Powder River. Got ahead 1-2. Hopefully get put away.
Very cold time. Well, the key man in the inning for St. Louis.
Hopefully he can find a put away.
Down to his last strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shift on for him. The pitch is bounced toward Riley. He's going to concede the run. And the throw to first.
Ground out, RBI ground out for Goldschmidt. Sorry.
So give Goldschmidt an RBI, his 34th. That's he'll kill.
Limit it.
Yeah, it was. I thought Austin Riley might come home for a second, as Edmund didn't really get a great jump on that ball, but at the same time, Chip, if you, as you can see here, take a look. It is a longer throw. He's back, and if you don't get that,
Yeah.
kind of open yourself possibly for that big inning. Whereas there, okay, let's give the 1 run and move on.
So, Cardinals earn a first run, a double to round outs, and they lead 1-0 for Nolan Arenado. Who in the
But that's a little bit more positive. Having
sample size, Jeff, since May 19th, 2 hat-tricks and 2 homers.
Max.
And not what they had hoped for after he got off to a really great first month in St. Louis.
Nasty slider there, back foot.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2.
For the Cardinal third baseman, Nolan Arenado, an 8-time Gold Glove Award winner.
Couple ground balls is a nice change for Mac.
I saw Tucker Davis the other night, long first inning, Charlie Morton. Finally last night with a short inning. Braves pitchers, this the first inning of the game, have thrown in a lot of pitches.
Arenado swings at a ball in the dirt. His miseries continue, and all in all,
Strikeout.
shot to allow just 1 St. Louis run. The Braves go to work against.
All right. Come on, come on. Get it back. But that one is a nice rebound for Max there. Just to limit the damage. And you've got against Carlos Martinez, who's not lighting the world on fire. 1 run is not going to win this ball game, you wouldn't think. And definitely a longer first inning than he want, and a nice battle by Tommy Edmond there, but the 2 grounders and the strikeout really, really helps calm the waters, hopefully.
Your mission is to prevent our extinction.
Too late for heroes. Just try to save my daughter. I gotta save the world.
Calm the waters.
Good up and downs. Go to the fourth. So Henley as the golf course turns along the coastline with his second.
Wow.
56. Another ball in the middle of the fairway.
Channel the Hawks on 39 or 26.
Ramifications for a
39.
franchise who has lost in the conference semifinals 2 of the last 3 years and has the best record in the East this season. We'll find out when the Sixers are made up tonight in Game 6. Thanks for watching NBA Courtside, presented by Apple.
New road.
Braves on Valley Sports.
Yeah, agreed.
Cheers to 150 years.
Well, the Braves fans have been booming. Hopefully that'll be the case tonight.
Come on, Ronnie. Make me look good.
And the Toyota starting 9. Abraham Almonte has been a revelation in the cleanup spot of late. Guillermo Heredia had his series get off to a good start last night. And hopefully that trend continues, Jeff, tonight against Carlos Martinez, who you never really know what you're going to get from this.
Yeah, Carlos Martinez is like a box of chocolates, and that's the problem with him because he's effectively wild at times. But then some of them he gets racky tacked. So who knows which one we're gonna get? But
his main pitch, though, as you said, big fastball. Hitters only hit 130 against the slider. So if he does get ahead, he's able to go to that slider. But when he falls behind and has to rely on the fastball, which has happened in June, it's hurt him.
Well, he has a big
inside fastball, 1-0 on Acuna.
98, 99 miles an hour. He's actually lifted off the accelerator and is trying to throw with more command, more control. And he almost hit Acuna there inside. And maybe it did. Yeah, Acuna is plunked on the second pitch of the game.
Hit by pitch, grazed the pant leg, and the 25 game on base streak. 25 game on base streak, I believe.
So here we go. Martinez already in trouble with Acuna and 14 stolen bases aboard, representing.
Come on, MVP free. Do something. Roam around, bud. That's the greatest hit by pitch you want to have. Go ball! Wow, I just got severely chipped on that ball. Severely chipped on that ball. And I didn't even make it to the warning track. But really good swing.
We saw that home run the other night against the Red Sox that way. But it got in on him.
I thought that ball was to Athens, and Chip just, whew. But one out, one
He
on.
was 6 for 12 with 2 homers coming in against Carlos Martinez.
So he sees him well. Good start to Freddie's night despite the flyout. And now Ozzie Albies is the batter. Last 22 games, 14 extra base hits and 22 RBIs, including last.
Come on, Oz. Come on, Oz.
The crowd with a triple and a 6th inning run batted in. As you're piling up the extra base hits. The reason why the offense.
The balk, not.
Back-to-back games of 8 runs against.
Wow, Chip, how can you
16 extra base hits.
chip me that bad, and it's only the one out into the bottom of the first? Eesh, must have just got in on.
Speaking of a home run here and there.
Martinez to the belt, the pitch. And he delivers a strike.
89 mile an hour slider. Strike
Martinez
one.
has had big first inning problems. 16 runs allowed. The Braves, as you know, one of the best first inning scoring teams in the major leagues. Let's see if those trends continue tonight. Cardinals lead 1-0. Acuna not going. The pitch bang foul. 0-2, I beg your pardon, for.
Ozzy's got to realize, though, he has 3 pitches. sometimes when he gets in a rut, he's swinging at the first pitch too much. So, looking for an emoji.
Of those 16 runs Martinez allowed in the first this year, 10 came against Los Angeles. He had a 10-run first a few starts ago.
Hurts, doesn't it? 10-run first definitely hurts.
Yeah, maybe that's why the old 13-1-1 for first starts in June.
Foul off, nice foul off by Ozzy.
Cardinals need this guy to figure it out. Like you said, Jekyll and Hyde. They don't have the luxury right now with Miles Michaelis hurt and with Jack Flaherty hurt and KK Kid coming back on.
0-2, 1 out. Hopefully.
And the problems they've had, they need this guy to give them 6 or 7 a start. And by that, I mean innings, not runs. No balls, 2 strikes. Acuna short lead. Not going. And Ozzy serves one to the left. That's headed.
That was
It's 0-2.
nice little server on the slider. Just missed a double or more by about that much.
Ryan Snickers Braves inched ever closer to the 500 mark with their 31st win last night. The Braves are 6.5 games behind the Mets. And we will see the Mets on Monday with a double 4-game series up in New York. And Ozzy
Good battle, good battle.
Cardinal right-hander, 29 years old, turns 30 in September. Won 42 games for St. Louis.
Keep working, bud. Oz. There you go.
17. He's won 15 games in total since. Acuna's running, good job. Pitch a ball. The throw to second is going to be on the money.
No, safe.
Acuna's thrown out by Yadier Molina.
Ugh, Yachty doing Yachty things. He got a good jump, but
Look, he got a good jump at the end of the day, Chip. That was almost like a pitch out.
yeah, that
It
was
was a 2-seamer running out at 94. And you can see,
Yachty doing Yachty things.
just
Basically, like Jeff said, a pitch out. Ugh.
Headed to Cooperstown because of plays like that. And now Ozzy with a 1-2 count as the wind picks up. The pitch is on
2-2. Good.
2-2.
Good job by Oz. Acuna kind of looked back. Maybe that was supposed to be a hit and run, but that was just picked the wrong pitch against the gun of Yadier Molina. Just simple as that.
Historically, a strikeout pitcher. As this ball is down the line, and that gets the chalk.
Of course.
Ozzy around first will hustle to second. Here comes the throw. It's going to be late.
A double by Oz, and if Ronald doesn't get caught stealing, but an extra base hit nonetheless. 2 out rally, guys. But I don't mind the aggressiveness. That was just a perfect throw by Yachty.
a little more consistently at times. We know the power he's got both sides of the chop house, right center. Last night he had that big triple in the left center gap. The way to get Ozzy out from that side. Fastballs up and away. If he can just poke those that way, he's really going to open stuff up.
It's amazing how that happens. I get a caught stealing or out on the bases, and then the next batter always does something positive.
Again, Martinez can throw 100. That served him very well coming into this season.
Honest Abe,
Strikeouts per nine ratio
1-0.
for those with more than 800 career innings, the highest in the franchise history in St. Louis. Think about the great pitchers they've had there. Bob Gibson comes to mind. Right away.
2-0.
Strikeouts per nine than Bob Gibson.
Well, I just think, now that he's predominantly, they've been using him as a starter for long, he was coming out of the pen, right, closing for a little bit.
He's demonstrative,
Gets more movement.
that's for sure. And
He's got a great guy in Adam Wainwright to kind of talk to about some of that too.
And the Braves will see Wainwright here tomorrow night.
91 inside fastball. Got the call. Perfect pitch, actually.
More than a strikeout per inning pitched this year, Jeff. 44 strikeouts in 65 innings. So he's trying to pitch to contact more. And he's had, as you said, very fairly mixed results.
14 pitches at least for Martinez and some good swings.
The caught stealing has him in front by a run. The 2-1 is inside. 3 balls and a strike. You've got Austin Riley next. And Riley's been slumping of late. Almonte has not been. You can see and understand
3-1.
pitching carefully here to the Braves cleanup end.
You're going to probably keyhole this if you're Abe, but Austin's been struggling.
Almonte.
213, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts in the last couple weeks in June, although he did have a stat sheet stuffer in Miami the last game to help with salvage. So hopefully we'll see 3-1. Got to make it be there. That was a fastball right down the middle. Made him throw a strike. Still got another one.
Abraham Almonte was hitting over 400, albeit at AAA. As Brian Snicker said today, this guy's a pro. He's been around. Braves aren't his first big league rodeo. Look at a big pitch here, full count. And that is off the plate. Martinez and Molina were headed for the
Woo! Got a call there, I think, just off the edge on that 84 slider. Great pitch. Don't know how Almonte laid off, and really don't know how it was called a strike, but thanks,
for the 7th straight game. And it was around the plate.
Come on, Rod. Come on, Rod. Make him pay. First and second, 2 outs.
That ball's coming out around the plate.
But it did go around the plate. But big 2-out knock here, right? Big 2-out knock.
So Austin Riley, 2 on, 2 out. And a cue shot into right field.
Yeah! That'll win it tight. That'll win it tight. First pitch, cue shot, single. RBI, thank you, Ozzy, for being fast. Little flare. Didn't try to do too much off the end of the bat, but perfectly placed.
Got the job done. Very well answer. Come right back at him.
And with the U.S. Open, Riley with one of the best claps in baseball history right there. Ties the game.
Dansby, first and second, 2 outs, 0-1, perfectly placed. Outside fastball there.
To get out of this first inning, 17.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Shoot that hole.
And Dansby the hitter.
0-2. Kind of missed a fastball. All the way back.
If you're the Braves, that's what you kind of want to see, because now that ball's getting a little straighter. It's not getting the movement that you want.
Come on, D, fight back.
Hit a mistake.
No balls, 2 strikes. You've got Almonte.
Work it back. Dan's work it back. Just missed that fastball. Foul it straight back. Really good swing to make it 0-2.
He
But
does not look comfortable yet. And he's never comfortable, Jeff, with men on base. That's why his ERA is pushing towards 6.
Yeah, men on 337. Nobody on 176. A little bit like the stats we've seen a little bit with Charlie Morton this year.
87 fastball, or slider rather, inside. And the fact that Riley was able to hit a slider the way he did, stayed on it, didn't try to do too much. That's been Martinez's bread and butter. Opponents hitting 130 on that pitch. So Ugh, that was a good slider. Change up or slider. Strikeout, unfortunately, but 2-out Magic. Nice bounce back and nice response. So let's get a donut for Mac and get Martinez back out there.
Going into 7 to 8. Excellent shot from there.
And of course, the caught stealing hurts because you probably have 2 runs at least, but love the aggressiveness. And if that's another pitch, not a 94 outside, I think he makes that by plenty. So keep the aggressiveness.
From England, he was a part of the Great Britain and Ireland Walker Cup team that lost to the U.S. Civil Cup Club earlier this year. Joe Law, a very impressive player. And you get the feeling you're going to hear a lot more from this 23-year-old. Birdies at 17 and 18 to make the tournament. The 2020 British Amateur Champion. He was then 23 years old as well.
All right. Yeah, probably not. But the thing, Dansby and Riley almost the same. I mean, Dansby chased that changeup / slider to strike out, but Riley and Dansby are kind of the same, and they've been able to stay in their approach. And Riley, even through his struggles of late in June, he's still keeping his approach, still deep at bats, and just being able to stay on that slider. And he definitely swings and misses at that slider or tries to crush it for a 3-run bomb instead of taking what the pitcher gives him. So the development of Riley has been incredible.
It's not going to be a hit. Max Fried is probably going to disagree with that. Early on, a whole lot of cheap hits. He's tied with Zach Wheeler on that list. Lowest exit velocity in all of baseball. But his last 7 starts, guys, a 2.72 ERA. He's back to ace status.
And the way you stay.
0-2 quickly.
Get your run, you come right back out, have a shutdown inning. Let's see if Max can do that here in the second with Tyler O'Neill, the St. Louis left fielder, leading off. He was 0 for 3 with a.
Put up a donut, Max. Put up a donut, bud.
This guy has mammoth power, 15 homers, and he destroys off-speed stuff. So Freed has to be careful with that.
Ooh, perfect fastball.
And you're trying to get him to chase upstairs on a fastball. And
perfect fastball. Actually clicked the box, but
location though for an 0-2 pitch.
Popped him up.
Ooh, had him off stride. Bit of a so bad it was good hanger, I guess, because it was a hanger, but an out nonetheless. Pop out. Off stride just enough. The one thing when we play the Cardinals, I love Yadier Molina, and I appreciate that he's one of the best generational catchers we've ever seen, and the throw in the first proves that. But the way Chip loves Yadier Molina is kind of annoying. So I love when we get Yadi out.
Molina, who was 0 for 3 last night.
1-1. On a couple of fastballs. Two, 1 down fastball 96. Not going to get beat with that for the most part.
Number 4, Yadier Molina. And it's too tight.
Inside slider barely missed. 3-1. Gotta make him earn it, Max. Gotta make him earn it.
Now the year seemingly ageless. It's hard to believe he'll be 39 years old on July 13th. His first big league game was in June of 2004 against the Pirates, and he has never looked back. And that one pops away from Contreras, a one-out walk.
One out walk.
Here in the St. Louis second.
He just hasn't technically found it yet. It doesn't look like.
So Molina in his 19th year.
One out walk.
Most seasons in Cardinal history of 22. And now the year's kind of going season to season with his contract. One would guess, as elite as he remains to be, he'd want to continue playing. See if he's able to do that with the Cardinals.
Edmundo Sosa.
St. Louis second baseman. He got a scare against the Marlins the other day.
They get me over curveball to get him in the count. 0-1.
Boy, when he got hit, it looked like the hand was in big trouble. But he's okay. Hasn't played for a couple days, but back in there at second. And shot on a play foul.
That's good. 95 in. Made him foul it off. 0-2.
265 average.
Would like some quicker results for Max.
Brave shift. Play him as a pull hitter. Here it is.
Inside fastball. Inside curveball fouled off. 0-2. Keep fouling off.
He'll turn 26 on March 6th next year.
Come on, Whip. Finding out.
The pitch. Wants to shoot tops.
2-2. Establishing that inside. I really like that. Or 1-2, rather. Sorry.
Back him off the plate now. You can come back with that slider if you want on the inside. Or you could even work him outside.
Yeah, they're just fouling everything off. I think they've had 11 foul balls already. I feel like.
Same kind, right? Because you're not over by their dugout.
Just can't find that finisher pitch.
Molina at first with one out. Sosa in the box. Paul DeYoung on deck. Ground ball hit toward Dansby. Got to hurry to get two out of this. Oxy gets one and on at first safe. Sosa runs well. They force
Sosa ground out.
will hit with a man aboard and two down.
Sosa ground out. He outran the baseball. He's speedster.
Absolutely hit hard right at second.
But 2 outs.
They just out pretty easy.
Well, you see that ball at second base. That is almost a lost art.
2 outs. Paul DeYoung.
In the old days, it was a real guessing game as to how that uncharging base runner would attack a defender trying to.
But four ground ball outs.
Step back
Just
the bag. No chance for Molina to clip him. And it got picked up.
Hey!
Move from Max Fried. Braves will chase him down.
Max with the Maximus pickoff move. Sosa. Good try. Not. Woohoo! Very good there. Very, very good. That's why a little bit with Max, if he gives up a leadoff walk and speed runners, he's got an extra bullet in the arsenal with that incredible pickoff move. And nice job by Freddie sticking with it.
LS Tractor, simply more. It takes one small action to start something we can decide to act upon. A friendly face at the right time.
Commercial.
Start something wonderful. A little kindness.
Situation going into the key time with his team down 12. And Simmons out with 2 fouls. See, they just brought in George Hill also. So George Hill basically will run the
Hawks up,
he's been with a
up 12
NBA teams and also made a heavy contribution
already.
every stop. And Doc told us earlier that he's toying with the idea of starting George Hill tonight over 4 times, and he wants him with that second unit. 6-0 Hawks front. Here's Embiid. He's up there. Wants to isolate against Capella. Freddie left that left side of the floor. Shot blocked down. 3. Hill's got put up with 2. Get to the basket. Missed the layup. And tipped out to Bogdanovich.
But nice job by Max putting up that donut there. Good old start by the Hawks, though. Very, very impressive, gutty series coming back from those double-digit deficits.
And our broadcast is presented by Choice, Hallmark, Jeff Vancouver, and our entire crew.
So we've got Willie C, GH, Guillermo Heredia, and Max Reed. Hopefully we can put up a crooked number, or at least get Ronald Acuna Jr. in the plate with a couple runners on.
Yeah, both pitchers have had to work so far. Throwing some pitches. Martinez probably threw his best pitch of the game. Chip, his last pitch to Dansby, that changeup down in the zone to get strike 3.
Oh, Willie, start another round, buddy.
Contreras had a hit last night. He needed one of those. A tough go of it here in June, and he jumps on the first pitch, drives that to left.
Woo! That one crushed bomb. Willie C, the better Contreras, solo jack, and Chip waited on that one to make sure it was gone, but that was absolutely destroyed. Control Alt Delete on that bad boy. 2-1.
Last night, got that little base knock to right field on the bottom of the 8th, and then tonight
ambushed me. Line drive. Missile. Attaboy. 2-1.
First homer since he took Aaron Nola deep on June the 8th up in Philly. So the Braves have the lead now with
Guillermo already chased the slider.
And he's trying to go away. You see Molina set up, and he just ran this thing right back over the heart of the plate. Contreras made him pay.
The knee feels better now for Contreras there.
No balls in his strike.
He's going to throw sliders and changeups now.
Swing here in the second inning.
0-2 to Heredia quickly.
For the Braves of late. 4-game streak, 7 for 13 with a home run. Why is that important? Well, it's tough to do that when you're hitting 8th in the National League game with a pitcher behind you.
94 fastball fouled off.
Your 7, 8, 9 guys get on or move runners up. That makes life a lot more fun for Acuna, Freeman, and Albies. That's how, frankly, every National League offense tries to operate.
Well, lengthens the lineup, and we talk about that quite a bit. Gives you more chances to score.
2 fouls. 2 fouls.
You know, he does a good job.
Good battles. Good battles. For G.
Late on it, or getting beat, does a good job of staying through it. Big home run last night.
Yeah, what Willie C's been able to do.
Have their first lead. It's 2-1 in the second inning.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Get that.
Chasey on the slider.
Number 1.
Strikeout.
See Molina set up a weight chip, and he missed 93. And that's the difference. If that pitch is 97, 98, it's not really easy to do that. Well, when you're 93 up there.
Gotta love the courtesy jog by the outfielders. But yeah, what Willie C's done this year with
Max is not an easy out at the plate. He's hitting 356.
with only having 60 games of experience.
Sacrifices. And he puts that in play. Goldschmidt gives ground at first, and Martinez to the bag, 4 out of number 2.
Max, easy. We don't need you pulling a hamstring or do anything, even though he put that in play hard. 2 outs.
This series, yeah, these these two franchises so proud and have been together as national league opponents for so long.
Ronald, make me
Players facing off.
look good. Hit by pitch in the first at bat.
For the Cardinals.
Oh, 100 right here, bud. 100 right here.
And sent to Austin Riley for the Braves.
Good take on the slider.
Slider. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 pitches inside to Ronald to start his night. The second one grazed the elbow guard on the way by. Again, they have to keep him honest
2-0.
there.
Inside on the back-to-back sliders.
Ronald's now been hit by 6 pitches this year. That's most on the Braves team.
A lot of good hitters like that. Chase Utley was that way. It's, crowd the plate. It's the way to get him out. So guys, we're going to come in.
Slider inside. 2-1. Kind of a get me over. Nice pitch. 2-1.
There's one time.
Oh, no. Inside slider. Martinez got the call there. Was not a strike whatsoever. Gosh, why they keep taking a bats from Acuna. So it should be a walk, but now it's full 3-2.
Make this guy work and get to that Cardinal bullpen if you can. Martinez very animated on the mound. Some have likened him to a modern-day version of Joaquin Andujar, if you remember his antics in the 80s with St. Louis.
Inside slider again. Another walk.
That's 2 of the game, and with 2 outs,
What are you doing?
Freddie Freeman's coming up.
You can come in. Stop. I don't care. I know. Thank you. Probably not going to be able to eat this while I'm doing it.
Freddie trying to ambush
Anyway.
first at bat.
I'm on the hairstylist.
We keep saying someone's going to pay. They're starting to pay against Freddie Freeman. He's got
Oh my gosh.
straight.
Stop. She can't help herself. Especially with the new haircut. 1-0 on Freddie. Barely missed 2-run jack in the first.
Acuna's running. Freeman takes the throw. This time he is off target.
Got him that time.
Versus Molina is dead even. 1 apiece. 1 caught stealing. 1 stolen base. Ronald has his 15.
And when you talk about
15.
Chip going 40, you see great jump here. This other pitch fastball way up this one down in the zone. I think there's no doubt Ronald can get 40. I think the question we've always said is he going to run enough? And I think you're starting to see him do it a little more with his feet.
RBI chance for MVP free here.
Swing and a shot into shallow right. That's down for him. Here comes Ronald.
Come on, Roddy. Come on, Roddy. Woohoo! I'm surprised they cut that ball off, but MVP free with a speed kills, baby. Speed kills. Speedy Gonzalez and Freddie advanced on the throw to the plate. I'm surprised Alina did not try to tag because that was a good throw. I don't know why he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for making a gaff there.
The speed of the base runner, he never checked him though.
No, and Ronald did get a great jump, and that's why I think, as you said,
3-1.
I think it put a good throw like that. I believe he slides into that tag. You're talking the third out of the inning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you saw Martinez and look, he's going to be careful
Woo.
like anything because that's his guy behind the plate, but I think has to be thinking the same thing.
Freddie Wheels.
So
Yeah, a big time break there.
Ozzie up there with Freeman in scoring position.
Woo, buddy! Ozzie, Chop House, good. Mammoth 2-run blast. Woo! Martinez supplied that power. Good night. Goodness gracious. So that was destroyed. 5-1. Woohoo! Panda hug activated. Panda hug activated, baby. And that's the thing about Martinez. As they said, Jekyll and Hyde. But
That ball was up in the second deck of the Chap House.
That's for the folks who drink Frenchie's Blue sit. Some of those are good seats.
woo,
Sent Ozzie one after that bomb.
So it's 5-1 Atlanta. We're in the second. And again, Martinez walking off the mound thinking he's got strike three.
a outside fastball. Could have been called strike 3, but
Have seen this.
did not get the call. I think it was perfectly. Yeah.
You see that, Chip? That ball absolutely zero movement. 96 right downward. That's the Ozzie.
Right down the pipe. God, that's second deck, Chop House. Strike 3.
Martinez and Molina not in sync in the second, and the Braves take advantage, scoring.
Woohoo! That was a fun inning. That was super fun.
So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. The new Ford Bronco Sport, available with different coat modes and a camera with off-road views.
Wow. But yeah, I didn't finish my conversation on William Contreras at all. I really am impressed. I know he's had some pass ball and wild pitch issues, but I really like that he's kind of gone away a little bit from the one knee thing, especially with runners on, and kind of making those adjustments on the fly and learning what each of our pitchers love to do. And he's not really taking the struggles to the plate. He's been absolutely incredible. And the fact of the matter is the Braves organization is becoming catcher U almost, with Shea Langoliers doing what he's doing in Double-A with that rifle of an arm and what he's developing offensively. So I think we are solid behind the plate for many, many years to come. And this being thrown into the fire for all the injuries and ineffectiveness and all that stuff, this is going to benefit him so much in the long run. And I just really, really appreciate everything that he's done thus far for us, William Contreras. It's been absolutely fabulous, as I said. And taking frustration out of the Cards always feels really good.
So we're just here. Our mission is real simple. Want everybody to eat healthy, but we believe the best way to do it.
Hopefully another shutdown inning for Max.
They can pass it along to their neighbors. Their neighbors catch on.
Quickly.
You know you have a community.
Quick shutdown.
So it's time for their parade. The 24-year-old Guido Migliozzi. Another one of the Italians in this field. It's going to move right. There you go. Good angle there. Great look.
My remote's not.
Crew out that.
You have Dan Roach providing you that shot. Warm Ken from the left side of the green. Good putt.
Yeah, well done. And
There we go.
Wow, now we're talking. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Bring the president back?
The lifelong journey. In a video message, the Holy Father.
One quick out. 8-9-1. Hopefully Max can get his pitch count back in order and just get the booming bats back in there. 1-1. Don't take Carlos Martinez lightly because, the Braves with the...
Absolutely love it. If you guys want to check out more of Farmer Fredo's story, you can visit flintriverfresh.org and you can see everything along with our 2021 Community Heroes stories, surprises from this week. Also check out on Twitter.
Got a high curveball call there.
This guy was good enough for 4 runs sitting next to him. The only mistake you made in the conversation was, my grandma Mimi makes the best collars, not yours. So I'm sorry about that. Come on.
My grandma would make the best collars in Southwest Georgia.
1-2.
So that's how we know it's the best you can get.
It's your day, so I'm not going to contradict you on this one, guys. This has been a
Martinez with really good fight.
you're right, Bertie. They squashed a couple of balls thrown by this guy at the plate. Nice, Martinez.
Well done. And a fellow farmer. So, congratulations.
That's right.
We got a couple farmers here.
Don't get cute, Max.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's downstairs.
2-2.
One thing I do know about you, Jeff, farmer or not, you do have quite a bit of fertilizer.
Come on, bud. He's angry.
We are in the 3rd. Here in game 2, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him on the hammer, finally.
Second strikeout. Next times we'll have a little issue in the 1st inning, then he gets on a roll. Well, as we said, Jeff, 1 or fewer runs in 5 of 6. He's got a 4-run cushion now.
And when he's one of your aces, Chip, when this team comes out and gives you 5 runs in the first 2 innings, you have one responsibility. That's go 6 or 7 and shut them down. And that's what Max hopefully is
Tommy
going
Edman.
to do.
Tommy Edman had a long first inning at bat, eventually doubled and scored.
86 slider to get him in the count. Perfectly placed. 0-1.
You wonder defensively if it would have changed things for the respective clubs. Edman scored on that ground ball to 3rd. Riley chose to take the 2nd out, concede the run, worked out for Atlanta. And then the
Quickly 0-2.
Molina didn't try to tag out Acuna on Freddie Freeman's base hit. You look at that angle and replay from a couple of different camera shots. It looked like he was a good 6-8 feet away from the plate.
Yeah, you questioned it at first. The more you looked at it, you thought, wow.
And a soft line drive to Freddie Freeman.
97 soft liner to Freddie. 1-2-3 easy breezy. And the booming bats are back in the dugout. Hopefully we can keep adding on. Tick-toe add on, boys.
Confidently taking on new places with Equinox and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get 0% financing for 72 months. Dr. Vasquez, what's going on with the internet at your vet clinic?
Well, it seems like my spin keeps going down and my bill keeps going up. It's rough.
Pound kick.
Check Spectrum Business.
You all saw me eat that.
Howard is fouled and the throw down. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. It's great that you're ahead, but all of a sudden they're closing down. And what's happening, speed is getting them to have people look to go to rotate. When the rotators go, people are moving and getting easy shots like you just saw.
Thanks for watching and commenting, Hunter, and everybody that has. It's been really fun to start to do this and just kind of do something different. It's been really fun. So.
Three straight games, the Sixers have been up by 18 points or more. They've lost 2 of those. Gallinari from deep, way off the mark. Out of bounds. Sixer ball. 12-4 run.
If we walked past that barrier, up that road, what would we see? What would...
In irregular marriage situations. In the Diocese of Tyler, we've actually noticed that about 50%, if not more, of our marriages are actually invalidations.
Yeah.
And that's because we have a high Latino community here, which is wonderful. But oftentimes,
But the good stuff is all in Hango. Bosses today.
Oh, my remote. Come on.
And, as Shoffley taps in.
Roger Motley will get us up to date with the live that Nicholson has. It looked like it screwed itself down there into the turf, Raj.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to say it's awful. It has got itself down deep. He's going to have to make a bigger swing than he wants to. All he has to move the ball.
With double the season beef and the longest drink for just $5,
And a bunch of bikers living together.
I know. The day horizon. He might have in the White House. I'm on the 61 in Virginia.
let's see. So I got my own place and it's so nice. I do kind of feel bad for wanting to move out, be it that Kathy's sick and Puppy's leaning on me for emotional support. But at the same time, I need to take care of me.
Monster in the games that Martinez pitches.
Hey, okay.
Mike Schilt was asked about the Cardinals' struggles before the game today, and he said, look, in my 30 years of experience of being around professional baseball, if I had the answer, obviously I'd use it. There's no magic potion. They've got to pitch better. They've got to hit better. And they've got to utilize the personnel they have.
Austin Riley walked to lead off.
When Flaherty went down for that. You know, that's the true horse and a guy that was having a great year. Didn't have a good year last
Started
year.
up.
Back to a great
Good
year
start
this year,
for
back in 19.
Riley.
An oblique problem for Flaherty. He's going to be out a while. As this ball is on the ground to second. Nice play.
Double play in the shift.
And 2 are out for Contreras. Today we're participating in the home run.
2 outs quickly.
Every home run in the game raises money for prostate cancer research.
No, 2 out. 2 out. Lightning bolt again.
And you can make a pledge by going online to homerunchallenge.org. I want to wish everybody a happy early Father's Day. We won't be with you this weekend. Hope you'll help keep Dad in the game.
Slider. Miss 1-0.
Encouraging him to make sure he's up to date on all those prostate tests. If I know it's a special day for you, Katie and the 4 kids, happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Susan and the 4 up in Cape Cod right now announcing. So congrats to you two guys.
Really proud of them.
Carrying on the tradition.
Outside fastball.
We'll be broadcasting the Cape League for the Katuitt Cavaliers starting on Monday. Couldn't be prouder. 2 balls and a strike for William Contreras. Base is empty. And a shot the other way.
Woo! Now Contreras going shooting the other way, shooting that shift yet.
2 of his last 3 hits, obviously the huge home run to left center, but to right field. And we love seeing this. Look at him stay inside.
Taking it where it's pitched.
And look, I mean, it's just when they give you that shift over there, it's a great thing. It's a good thing to get you back in the right direction. And you know what? We always talk about it. You heard Freddie say all those hard hit balls, and he told his dad a couple weeks ago, I want results.
Of course.
And that's a great way to get results, because if you hit it enough on that side with the big hole, you're going to find it.
So Heredia with 2 outs, runner aboard Contreras. That's outside ball 1.
95 out.
Keep you updated on what the Mets are up to tonight. They're playing the Nationals in D.C.
1-0.
this evening. And then 6.5 back of New York, and we'll see the Mets on Monday.
93 fouled off. 1-1.
Guillermo Heredia is our Zaxby's indescribably good player. He's enjoying home cooking.
That's just home cooking. The NL Central, like we talked about, he's at 349 with 3 homers in 12 games versus Central.
The other 2 came against the Cubs. You know, it's
94 fastball miss up 2-1.
100%.
Right. Think about what the Braves did to the Cubs and how they looked then and what they're doing
And I
now.
think he hit those 2 home runs. That was against Hendricks.
Right.
If I remember on
One of
that.
them was.
Yeah, that night where he just got rocked, and now he's leading all baseball or the National League in wins.
Yeah, Hendricks now with 9 wins after he looked lost like the rest of the Cubs.
95 outside 3-1.
The Cubs part of a very good National League Central race.
It's got to be a keyhole for Heredia because if he walks him here, you can at the very least clear Max Fried for the top of the heap, top of the order.
Let's play after the 3-1 pitch. And that is outside ball 4.
Ball 4.
Cardinals in a stretch, Jeff.
First and second, 2 outs. Very, very productive there because, like I said, you clear it for Acuna at the very least, and Max is no slouch at the plate either.
All-Star breaker, so they'll look back in August and September and think about the missed opportunities they had with this portion of their schedule.
Pitching visit.
Coming out to talk to Martinez. Look, we were talking, Chip, even though they swept the Marlins up at home, it was a 2-1, 1-0. The offense wasn't going. They're 1-9 in the last 10 versus the NL Central. And as we've said, since
I love Mike Fultonevich, and I appreciate everything
we've seen what the Brewers pitching staff can do.
he did for us, and I'm glad he's gotten another chance in Texas. But Martinez kind of reminded me of Mike Fultonevich in that the mound presence and walking off the field before the umpire actually calls things and the demonstrative stuff.
Who scored a grand total of 9 runs in those 6 games.
And I told you, they knew coming into Atlanta, even though Atlanta had lost some of those games, that offense versus the Red Sox showed by scoring 16 runs. We're swinging the bats well, and that was one thing you wanted at the end of the series, was knowing that the Cardinals weren't.
Put a good swing on something, but
Let's see if Max can help himself. Again, a good hitting pitcher. He grounded out hard to first, his first time up. Missed out
inside slider, I think. Maybe a fastball. 91. 1-0. Pick a pitch and whack it. Max.
1-0 pitch. Toward first, another chance for Goldschmidt. Tricky hop.
Chopper.
Braves get a couple of walks and a hit, but can't add to a 5-1 lead as we're through 3.
That double play hurt for Dansby, but he at least got the top of the order. Coming back.
To the right. That calls for the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
In the 4th, hopefully another donut for Max. Coming up with 2-3-4. It's a tough part of the order, but got some cushion to work with. So hopefully he'll just stay on the attack.
Everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones. Let me break it down. You got your new customers. They get our best deals. You got your existing customers. They also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deal.
I will.
Got it. But why did you use the permanent marker? Because they want to make sure you remember. I'm going to get a new whiteboard.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives everyone
Fulte. Like I said, I appreciate what Fulte did, and he was our best pitcher in 2018 for that surprising playoff run. But I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019, but yeah, it just he has that feel, and I hope he can find it. And I get being frustrated when you're not doing your job and things aren't going the way you would like them to, but you're just showing the opponent that you are not in the right headspace, and hitters, major league hitters, can smell that like sharks with blood in the water. So it's just kind of a thing that I've noticed tonight with Carlos Martinez, and which is totally fine with me, being up 5-1 and all of that. But yeah, definitely something. Something that's think about there.
Without teams, there's no way this would have been possible. And I really think it's going to set a standard.
Previous U.S. Opens missing the cut 13-18 and last fall in Wingfoot, but Hughes is in the mix right now to 9. And Martin all right for birdie.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fulte, even I think there was a 15-2 game against the Phillies, and he even made that stressful at times.
So did I. The perfect setup for games. I got this thing. Kelly Carlson. I love this sofa. Look at the storage. I love your sofa. Got bugs in your house?
Oh my gosh, my remote is being nice. 1-0 slider against Carlson.
For Max Fried tonight, 35 strikes. Much more efficient in the second and third. With the 1-2-3 frame last time he faced him.
2-0.
Slow curve there that missed ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Get him back. Get back in the count.
There's a Cardinal connection with Max Fried. Stealing for the Braves, that's pulled foul. His high school teammate was Jack Flaherty. Mentioned his name a moment ago.
Yes.
Max Fried, Jack Flaherty, Lucas.
The outfield, the infield flat. I still have massive nightmares about that. And we'll always have massive nightmares over that disastrous call. 2-2. Nasty slider there.
It's in the dirt.
3-2. No leadoff walk. Come on, make him earn it. Nice in the dirt, but couldn't do anything with it. But don't want to give him any hope. Getting out.
Always that big league trio, pitching for their respective clubs.
95 fouled back. Here we go with the foul balls again.
And Harvard Westlake. He's now the pitching coach for the White Sox. How about that? So 4 players and the coach are in the show. That's remarkable. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Dylan Carlson. Bases empty. The pitch is fouled back.
Another 90. 95 foul. But I love that he's attacking and not giving in. 7 pitch at bat.
Eight hits in their last 86 at bats.
85 slider, leadoff walk.
With a 4-run lead, his second free pass of the game. Bertie, I mentioned a moment
Good
ago,
take, but
Max has been so good, so consistent. A little blip on the radar last time out against the Marlins, but 1 run or less in 5 of his last.
Oh, roll it, bud. You're good.
For that, in your opinion?
Well, I think he has slowed his tempo. He stayed back, and even when he long tosses, he hops a little bit back before he lets it go.
Roll it, bud.
I love it. This is interesting, Chip. 46% of the time he throws to the inside part of the plate. That's the highest in the National League.
Got him. Chase there.
We do. I think for him especially, to keep everybody honest, because, I'm not a hitter like Frenchie, but, I do study them my whole life. And hitters will start diving if you just throw to one side of the plate, and his curveball will be less effective. A good slider into the righty, gets that jam. We'll see if he can get a double play here, but that's another really good pitch for him.
95, right on by, 0-2.
And when you pitch in, you pitch away, backdoor curves, then you come slider in. It's really hard for a hitter to guess, and that's when he's at his best. Yeah, Glab will tell you, mid to late in his career, he started trying to throw that fastball in more, cutters in, because guys do dive. And if you're just going to throw something out over the plate, it'll be a long night for you.
0-2 pitch. And a hot shot hit toward left. Almonte makes the catch at the edge of the track.
Screaming Mimi right to Almonte, 1 out.
Clayton Kershaw's a perfect example, Chip. He pounds guys in. And then, a lot of times 0-2-1-2, he'll try to throw that back door or hit you with a fastball away. But, the way that Max kind of throws like Clayton, where he comes across that ball, just
Nolan Arenado.
there into righties. And so it looks good, but a lot of times by the time it actually hits the plate, it's in. I love that you mentioned Kershaw because he's lost a little bit on his velocity, on his fastball. But I think when you throw slower, you have to pitch inside more.
Little ground ball hit toward third. They'll get the first runner. And on the first.
Woo! Double play. Very slick there by Riley. And a nice laser to Ozzy to complete the double play. I thought Arenado was faster than that. 5-1, bottom 4. Let's keep adding on, boys.
By now, we've all heard a lot of talk, a lot of promises.
1, 2.
Offensive rebounding, short shot, in the painted area. They're just abusing them in the paint. Young floater spins around, no. Knocked out of bounds, but like Phillies, Young kept that alive. He does have 3 rebounds to go with 5 assists and 17 points.
Now keep an eye on the vision here. There's the knockout and then right back. Because as soon as Capella's the ball went out.
Atlanta in a defensive slugfest. 41-38 right now.
And once he gets down in there, he can shoot the hooks with either hand, the fadeaway jumper, and then you got to keep him off the glass.
But Donovan's 1 for 6, 0 for 3 for 3. The Hawks are going to need the threes to go down. Yes. It's the first straight game they haven't. They're just 2 for 9. Touch pass by Korkmaz. They work it around to Harris. He drives and finds Curry in the corner. Curry gets past by Donovan. Has a shot blocked. Loose ball. Out to Max. He got to let it fly with 1 on the shot clock.
There it is.
Korkmaz got the lucky bounce and scores, and it's a 1-point game.
That's the second time now tonight Korkmaz has done that.
Para mí, que no le llegan.
That's okay with me. It's like the best thing you've ever said to me. One thing I've learned from personal experience, you can't.
There we go. My remote is
Again, it starts with Ronald Acuna Jr. Jeff has been on base twice.
not great.
He scored once. He's still in the base.
Excuse me.
He's the Home Depot getting more done player profile.
Get back. Huge April he had, Chip. And May for him was not his best month. Well, now he's back with the tear you see in May. He's got 9 steals this month. Next close only has 5. He's got 9 extra base hits this month.
Come on, Ronnie.
And you now understand, if you didn't already, why Acuna is the leading vote getter among all players in the National League. I don't know yet if Ronald...
Get it started again, bud. Get it started again.
At Coors Field, that is going to be unbelievable spectacular. One name we know has been confirmed, Shohei Ohtani of the Angels is in. And that's going to be some kind of exhibition as Acuna took a slider.
Got hit again.
Martinez has punked another Brave. He's got Acuna
Right in the rump, so that doesn't...
Yeah, that's why you see
It's all good.
walk, though. He knows it's a backup slider. You saw Martinez watch this, put his hands up.
Ugh. Well, that's a rally starter.
Talk with Ricky Horton, the Cardinals radio broadcaster who's traveled to Atlanta to do this series. He said when Martinez has trouble, he gets under his pitches and he loses, as you said, all movement and all command.
And that's a perfect example. The pitch could turn
Come on, Free.
under it. The ball kind of just tailed up into his bat. That one right there, just a spinner right out of his hand.
Well, let's make him pay. Freddie Freeman has flied out, singled, scored, and driven home a run. 8-game hitting streak now for Freddie, hitting over 400. His average up about 25 points, and that's a nice hot streak.
You knew somebody
and climbing.
or people were going to start paying for Freddie for all those line drive outs, and they're starting to.
Well, we've seen Ronald get thrown out once, and we've seen him steal a base once. You saw Molina look at Martinez and do the running like, get ready. I would imagine Ronald's going to be going soon.
Way outside.
Outside 1-0.
Strikes. That was one of the humorous things in spring, I believe, early in the season when rookie base stealer was trying to go against Molina, who just took his glove and waved as if to say, go ahead, try to steal. He threw him out. It's a part of the game that's so much fun to watch. Cat and mouse. As Freeman hits one into right field.
Attaboy. Face it.
Second, on his way to third. Throw can't be cut off, and Acuna in standing up. That was close.
First and third.
Good throw from Edmund. And Ronald didn't
Freeman doing Freeman things.
He's got a second hit. And they're at first and third with nobody out. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jim.
Tommy Edmonds got a dang cannon.
These two heat up at the same time together. On base, 5 out of 6, and then you turn around 5 out of 6 times combined tonight. You turn around the guy after you. All he's done is hit a double and a 2-run homer.
Come on, add on. Let's do a job, bud.
Arenado at the edge of the grass at third base, halfway up the middle. And Ozzie couldn't check his strike one.
Cutter in. Ozzie being aggressive as he is, couldn't check it. It almost hit him, actually.
Ozzie always is roasting hot. So that's a very potent 1-2-3 combo for Brian Snitker and the Braves offense. And a little pop into shallow left.
Get down. Get down. Woohoo!
He's on his way to third. High throw. Ozzie on his way to second. And they got it.
Ugh.
Well, the Braves play a little gas house game baseball, trying to run wild against the Cardinals.
Blue pit.
They get Ozzie on the trail throw to second, but great base running by Freeman to go first to third on a bloop. And I think the Braves are going to challenge this call at second base. Hang on.
Well, and look, obviously you see this watch.
Bloops are finally falling. This could be good.
Come all the way around, Chip. He saw
Fantastic base running by Freddie.
Heads up base running.
And
So a quick tag. Did he get the forearm before the fingertips?
no.
Ooh,
Safe.
no.
Safe.
Got safe.
Safe.
One of the
Ozzie got
was out. There has to be clear and convincing
safe.
evidence to
I think he's safe, but that's a really gross move.
I really do on this one. I think you can see the hand touch that bag before.
Bloops are starting to fall for us.
Thoughts on it, but I'll tell you what, 1, 2, 3 tonight. I mean, they're wrecking shop to this Cardinals team.
Racky tacking Carlos Martinez is so much fun. At the moment, anyway. I think he's safe.
And what a good base running team does what the Braves have done tonight. They've gone first to third. They have forced the action. Are the
Safe.
fingertips on the bag?
Safe.
Well, it looks
Safe.
like they were.
Yeah.
Safe.
Well, they scored 5 out of the 6 runs, and this is what.
Safe. Should be second and third, no outs. But at the very worst, it'll be running at third, 1 out. But fantastic base running by both Ozzie and Freddie to get to third on a bloop like that. Fabulous.
So Hunter Wendelstedt, safe. Braves challenge the win.
Good challenge, too, by Snit and the replay crew there.
Was clear and convincing evidence that Ozzie beat the rep, and now Mike Schultz is on his way to the mound. Carlos Martinez cannot get an out in the 4th inning.
Carlos Martinez is done. Roasted. Cooked. 6-1.
It's all so quiet and so peaceful until you blow up
it's an underrated thing that the entire Braves team does. And yeah, I know there was a lot of dander brought up by Snickers post-game comments on the post-game against Boston, but I love the aggressiveness, and you can't make those mistakes, but sometimes you're gonna have some outs on the bases, but there's nothing better than aggressive base running, forcing teams to make plays and perfect throws, and when they don't, it gives even more confidence. So I really, really love what this team is doing. And yes, can we play the NL Central the rest of the way? That would be awesome. Let's keep going, boys. Let's keep going.
Back to Truth for the Braves just threw a knockout punch at Carlson Martinez 6-1. And you see that guy right there talking to watch Freddie Freeman. Chip, this is why he's the MVP last year and one of the best base runners in baseball. Watch this. Ozzie gets jammed. Look, the ball's not even to the pinnacle, and you see Freddie knowing exactly where it is. He even had to kind of avoid the base runner. And then Ozzie being smart, coming right after, forcing the issue. When these guys, 1, 2, 3, Acuna, Freddie, and Ozzie.
1, 2, 3 could be the most dynamic 1, 2, 3 in baseball, especially when things are clicking. And then you got Abraham Almonte, who's been fabulous the last week or so.
You know what? Not just extra gear though, Chip. To me, the fight that they showed versus Carlson. They got behind 5 fights different times. Were able to come back, tie it up, take it over, grab the bullpen, blew it at certain times. But seeing that fight, we haven't seen that all year. And it's
because there are some good arms around baseball, and there's no doubt about that. But having them to have to make the decisions, and you don't see fielding practice as much as you did. And I'm not trying to be back in my day or anything, but just testing the arms and making them make a perfect play. And if they make a perfect play, you got to tip your cap like they did against Marte did in the series against Miami a couple of times and things of that nature. So Almonte, 2nd and 3rd, 1-0 count against the new pitcher Walford for the Cards. Line drive, 1 scores, and station to station, 7-1. Woohoo! Honest Abe, baby, Honest Abe. Modest 4-game hitting streak, and I think he's had 2 or 3 hits and a couple of straight, and he's walking too. He's got the eagle eye working.
Excuse me, just shoots it the other way. Look at this. That's a thing of beauty.
Not trying to do too much.
All the runs still belong to Carlos Martinez, 7 so far, and Austin Riley.
Come on, Ra. Come on, Ra.
First with a soft single to right. First and third, nobody out. And he drives one in the air toward right center. Let's see if that's deep enough for There's the catch. Carlson fields and fires. It's caught.
Sacrifice fly. ABC baseball. RBI for Riley. He's got 2.
You talk about a backbreaker for a pitcher, Chip. What, 2 starts ago versus the Dodgers? 10 runs?
8 runs.
And now you turn around and you give up 8 and 3.
Ambush, but very good approach by Riley.
6 ERA. When he's been bad, his ERA is over 12. And ERA will take some serious punishment tonight, as all he can do is look on and wonder what has gone awry.
And Dansby is the only one so far that has not reached base, I believe.
Woodford delivers a strike.
Slider monster's got him a couple of times. I think the best pitch for Martinez was that slider in the first. And then got him to ground into the shift that double play in the second on the fastball. Good take on that one. 1-1.
Pitched in 12 games last year with the Cardinals with a high ERA, 24th ranked prospect in the St. Louis organization.
I'm doing the small things. Atlanta tonight, Jim. 5 for 7 with runners in scoring position.
1-1 pitch is fouled away.
Fouled off. 1-2.
So maybe what Brian Snitker said the other night was taken to heart by the entire club. But you can't win 10 games in a row without winning the first one.
I know, and I go back to sometimes the little things they do. You know, after those 2 long games versus the Red Sox, saw Smith frustrated, aired some things out. Show and go the next day. 5:30, get here, play. Sometimes those little things like that can go a long ways.
1-2 count. And that's outside. 2 balls,
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Brian has said consistently, these players have said consistently, they're better than a 31-35 record. Lately, they're playing a lot better than 31-35.
Well, and the only way in that locker room, those guys are the only ones that can show people why they're better than you. You can talk it all you want.
2-2 pitch from Woodford for Dansby Swanson. That's in the hole left side of it.
Single. First and second. Dansby taking the fastball.
Counting the double play, 3 to 9 outs. And he gets off the board.
If it's contagious, there's an outbreak of the good kind for the Braves bats.
Willie C coming back up already with a single and the homer.
Lines it through the hole.
Dansby's happy zone, inside fastballs, or inside anythings, honestly. First and second.
Tonight, in anticipation of the final 3 games of this series, Smiley and Wainwright tomorrow night. Braves haven't announced their Sunday starter, KK Kim. Pitch for St. Louis.
Dirt ball slider. 1-0 for Willie. Oh man, this is a lot more fun right now. Logan taking advantage of a Cardinals team that is struggling and injuries, especially to their horse, Jack Flaherty, and good hack. 1-1.
Good ball game in Washington tonight, where the Mets and Nationals are scoreless. That game's in the 6th. Bears will see the Mets on Monday. Tonight, it's Joey Lucchesi and Eric Fetty.
Right, if you're swinging the bats like this is the time you want to see the team that's in front of you.
Braves are 10 for 17 at the plate. Tonight,
good take on
don't know, by the
slider.
Way, see Jacob DeGrom. All of his MRIs came back clean. He's been playing catch with the Mets. He would be on turn to pitch in one of the 2 doubleheader games on Monday. Whether that is allowed to happen or not remains to be seen.
2-1.
Not the Mets quite yet. We've got this game and 2 more with St. Louis. 2-1 pitch.
Ugh, that was a nasty slider.
And a slider, had him out in front. It's
2-2. Chasey, but a nasty one nonetheless. And look, the fight back with Boston mirrored what we've been doing for the last 3 years, and that does feel like us.
You can see Woodford really perspiring with that crimson Cardinal cap.
Good take there.
It's a
3-2.
3-2 count.
Dansby, Riley, and Contreras kind of mirror the same person in terms of the batter's box. If they're able to lay off that slider, they are deadly against fastballs. And another layoff on the slider. Walk. Bases loaded with 1 out, and GH Guillermo Heredia to the plate.
Problem for St. Louis as Mike Maddox is on his way out. Talked about this last night, Jeff. I don't big games since 1991, and this
team walks with the bases loaded and 4 hit batters.
Look, our bullpen has been bad, really bad in stretches, but 16 walks with the bases loaded and 4 hit batters, that's one of those stats that makes no sense, and you'd have to read it 8 times to see if that's actually accurate, and that's what the Cardinal bullpen has been mired in, which I have zero sympathy for, but I have sympathy for their fans a little bit in that regard, but come on, G. Keep adding on, boys.
You might try to lean into one as that one fouled off the foot.
Fell off the foot.
Doesn't appear to throw particularly hard.
92. You probably go back in there.
Gets away from him. Right off the instep. Ouch.
So he's hit 7 batters for 20 2/3.
Come on, G.
No way, Heredia's coming out of this situation. Bases loaded, 1 out. He wants to add to that RBI total. It's been a good series so far.
Come on, G.
For 4. Scored a couple of runs. Great interview with Paul Bird after the game last night. Very personable guy in that Braves locker room. No balls and a strike.
Good take. After getting it one off your foot, that's a really good take. Good take. 2-1. Your ball slider.
Some of these pitches are competitive enough to get a swing. And Woodford now way behind, 2 balls and a strike. Braves have out hit the Cardinals 10-1. It's the 4th inning. This has been a long time coming. High pop.
Yeah.
That should be an infield fly. It is. And that's out number 2.
Pop out for Heredia.
So Heredia pops out.
Kind of just missed it.
And it's up to Max Fried. He's up for the 3rd time. You're a pitcher. You hit 3 times in the first 4 innings. That means you're having a pretty good night.
You're liking it, yeah.
Yeah.
You said last night you might be sitting a little longer than you want, but well worth it.
Come on, Max.
Fried enjoys a 7-run lead and sports a 728 OPS. That's on base plus slugging. That's pretty good. It's great for a pitcher.
Might be the best left-handed pitcher hitter we've ever had here in Atlanta.
Fighting words, Jeff.
Tom, that was Jeff, in case you had the sound down. 1 ball, no strikes for Max Fried.
We'll watch it quick.
Oh, yeah. We'll let you know.
And it's falling behind. This scenario we talked about, Chip, 16 walks with the bases loaded, 2-0 to the pitcher.
Max is going for the downs on that one. 2-1. Don't hurt yourself. Seriously. Please.
So 2-1 for Fried. Good cut. Back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We gotta get clear. Get clear, Max.
Gigantic lead down the 3rd base line as Woodford makes his delivery. He's a good 35, 40 feet down toward the plate. At the point of delivery, if anything gets away from Molina, he might try to score here. Now the 2-2. Outside, full count.
Why would you?
So here we have some fun. The merry-go-round as the
78. Curveball missed. 3-2, 2 outs. Base loaded to Max.
He's got to throw a strike to the pitcher. The runners lead and go. And he missed his
Wow. Walk to the pitcher. 94 in fastball. And now Ronald Acuna Jr. is up at the plate.
Yeah, that's just got to be frustrating when you know, as a manager,
17th bases loaded. Walk by Cardinal bullpen.
might have been a strike.
and Molina usually one of the best thing he did not frame that one well. Kind of took the back.
Yeah. Molina's
That trouble, John.
had some interesting things of late.
And this guy is Acuna, who's been on base 3 times. He scored twice. He's been hit twice and walked once.
Outside slider. 1-0 to Acuna. Ooh, 94 down the middle. Ugh, Ronnie wants that one back. But, I mean, make him throw a strike because he certainly really hasn't.
The 1-1. Bouncing ball hit toward Arenado. He'll charge. Base runner stops. He throws a strike to first. And the Braves
Ground out.
10 come to the plate. The top 4 hitters all score.
But 4 runs.
St. Louis double digits in hits. They lead by 7. It's 8-1.
Oh, Max. Quick inning, but
At a dollar-shaped club value. Whispering means premium. You're welcome. My dollar-shaped club.
From outdoor power equipment,
4-time Olympian Ryan Lochte with his one and only shot to make the Tokyo Games.
This is one of the greatest in history, but it's going to take the perfect swim.
A test of all 4 strokes at age 36. Plus, the bold Indiana breaststroker and 2-time Olympic champion Lily King looking to add another opportunity for a Tokyo medal.
Lily King took part the only way she knows how to do it.
And an American
and Hawks up by 4 at halftime.
It's the first night of trials. We're reigning Olympic champion Ryan.
In the BK app today.
if Nathan Adrian hadn't forged his will in the fire of competition, he never would have had the courage to face his greatest obstacles. If he settled for winning 8 medals for his country, he never would have continued swimming despite a cancer diagnosis. And if he didn't push himself to train, even through treatment, he wouldn't be back on the world stage, fighting to win again.
I will be back. I need to use the bathroom.
Modelo, these are those with a fighting spirit.
How these teams are built. Both the men's and women's team have 26 spots to fill on each. There are 14 events along with 2 relays. That would make for 32 individual swimmers. That's too many.
I will be back. I need to use the bathroom, so hopefully Max is quick, breezy, easy, and get the bats back in there.
On the women's side, it's looking good. Katie Ledecky won the 400-meter free. Then she won the 1,500 and the 200. That gives her 2
expeditions in space. There are really 3 things we have to do. 1, either bring our food with us. Wherever we go, take the food. Wagon train. 2,
Presiona Lautaro, van así para Godín, Godín para Jiménez.
mute button work. Struggles real remote tonight.
Culminating in this national event in 2024.
Yeah, and tell us why this is so important and now.
Oh, there's so many.
Satisfy that urge when I need it. My little sex toy or torso that I got, whatever you want to call it, I've actually named her Nicole Jr. Nothing wrong with that. These hoes used to be a lot smaller than they are now.
There we go. Got it back.
A lot of teams looking for offensive help.
Oh, too quickly to O'Neal. I will be back.
Yeah, the good news for the Braves is that you're in a little better position than the Cardinals for needing that help.
There's strike
Strike 3 on the fast curveball. Lock him up.
Missed a spot, but it's a big lead. Looks like he might have grazed the outside corner. And that is strikeout number 3 for Max Fried. Here's Molina. 9-1. Atlanta has the lead. It's been all Braves who scored in every inning but the third tonight. And by that opportunity, is that because the Braves have prospect capital more so than the Cardinals?
No, I mean, I'm just saying from a standpoint of, to me, the Cardinals, from a standpoint of what their numbers are now, they need help.
Right.
What I'm saying is the Braves, you'd love to add something, don't get me wrong. But you might look to upgrade some other areas, maybe the bullpen. Maybe add a couple arms to me, possibly to help this team more.
On the ground is short. Molina will be an easy out. That's number 2. Well, as I said, both of these franchises feel very good about their prospect list. The Cardinals have a kid named Nolan Gorman, who's supposedly was going to be their third baseman of the future. Well, they've got their third baseman of the present future in Nolan Arenado. So if a team is looking for a big bat potentially in the middle of their lineup, or you really have to dig deep and gulp if you move a guy like Nolan Gorman.
Yeah, or you move positions for him,
right,
and put him somewhere else. As you remember, I signed as a center fielder out of high school, played till high A. They came to me and said, "Yeah, we got someone else in center. Might be time to move to right field."
That one is up the middle. Sosa with a 2-out hit. Well, that's an interesting question.
I agree with their idea.
Yeah, smart man. But I don't know much about Nolan Gorman. But for a Cardinal team that needs offense, I don't know if he's ready or not. But they need offensive help. What if he can play the outfield?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can plug people in, do it where you want.
Didn't play in 2020. He's only at high A. So he may still be a year or so away for St. Louis. That's the other problem.
And missing the last year and a half.
That's it. That's the worst part for every team. As Paul DeYoung is the hitter.
That's where I think, Chip, the trade deadline, when you're talking about how you value certain guys, some of these guys, like you said, would be AA or AAA. Some are still playing high A.
Well, the bigger scare for me would be, as DeYoung awaits, how do you evaluate pitching? How do you know what you're getting with the new foreign substance rules in effect? I mean, you talk about having small sample sizes to evaluate what pitchers can or cannot do.
Yeah.
With these rules being enforced beginning Monday, that's going to be tough. Another strike inside corner to DeYoung. It's a 1-2 count. And if DeYoung can reach, the Cardinals will go to their bench. 9-1. Rondon would be the pinch hitter. Tree, deep breath, turns a loose. Breaking ball is foul.
That's about the 15th foul ball we've seen by their dugout tonight.
Wade LeBlanc was signed by the Cardinals yesterday. He flew into Atlanta, and he was in Game 1. And she'll try to pull out all the stops to find something that will click. Nothing has yet in this series after they swept Miami at home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And way high, it's 2-2. Well, momentum sure is fickle, isn't it? Braves thought they were ready to make a big jump after they took 2 out of 3 at home against the Dodgers. Lost a couple of heartbreakers in Philadelphia.
Now that was that first game score with 9 runs in Philly that first night off. Aaron Nola.
Yeah,
of all people.
We thought, here we go.
Yep.
And then couldn't hang on to the final 2. Lost the series to the Marlins. Came home. We're swept by the Red Sox. As Hunter
Yes.
brings up the young. But everything looking good for Atlanta in the first 2 against the Cardinals. Max Wade is through 5. He leads at 9-1.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Nature called. Pretty easy breezy. 5th for Max. Couple punchies. Sandwiched between a Sosa single, I believe.
Right now is the new 2021 Toyota RAV4 Elite for just $249 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places. I've got a great idea. You help make it grow and let my dreams
Yep.
free. Be whatever
Max through 5 for the hopeful victory. Yep. Thank you for hanging with me the whole time, Hunter. Or Hudson, sorry. And thank you for everybody that's watching and has continued to watch. These are a lot more fun when we are on the side, this side of the ledger. But like Chip and Jeff said, you can't win 10 games in a row before you win the first one, and we're starting to talk the talk a little bit. I know it's only 2 games, but we're starting to look like ourselves, and hopefully it'll finally stick for a good, a longer stretch.
Two great first basemen battling in this 4-game series. Let's compare Paul Goldschmidt and Freddie Freeman. Jeff, it's our Coors Light player comparison.
Yeah, Freddie leads all MLB first baseman average base percentage and slugging since 19. As I said, I felt like there was that 14, 15 through 18, 19 season where I thought Goldschmidt probably was maybe the best first baseman. And now the last 3 years, I think Freddie's kind of taken over that. And become the premier first baseman in baseball.
Fouled off first.
All-Star voting at first base in the National League. Max Muncy at the Dodgers does. Muncy's hurt. And if Freddie gets hot, people around the country start seeing how good he's going.
2 out of
his vote total will increase.
Freddie 2 for 3 so far.
Molina's night is done.
Fouled off 2 fastballs, quickly 0-2, but he's on that fastball, and he's really on everything right now. Freddie's average is creeping up to 251. It was down to 209. That's
That's upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes high ball.
Smart man. Yeah, to Molina. Go and take the rest of tonight off. And if you're planning on giving Saturday or Sunday off, now you can play both games.
And they need him, quite frankly. Need his offense. Although he's had a quiet series, that's high, 2-2.
2-2. Foul off. Nice foul off of a curve there.
Obviously, by how well they hit it. Sometimes, Jeff, as you know, how well they take a pitch or how well they foul balls off. We are not seeing Freddie reaching, hooking, expanding his strike zone nearly as much. At that time, perfect pitch.
Yeah,
That was an amazing pitch.
And tip for Freeman of late.
yeah, we've seen the last 7-8 games now.
Strikeout, but that was perfectly placed on that one. But
Probably the best pitch Woodford made all night. Yeah, that's going to happen in baseball.
I'll blame Chip just for because look.
Turn on it. They'll shoot it the other way. The home run the other night against Boston was just vintage Freddie.
Ozzy trying to.
For Ozzy Albies. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He's going to have a couple more bats in this game.
Triple shy of the cycle, 3 for 3.
He's doubled, he's homered, he's singled. He scored
3 RBIs.
3. The last cycle for the Braves, Freddie Freeman, June 15th of 2016.
I believe that was against the Reds.
Dr. No, how Gallimar.
Was the last cycle 0-2 quickly?
Freddie hit the cycle back in 16.
Triple away from the cycle, and we know Ozzy, if he smells a triple, he's going to try for it. So quickly 0-2 for Ozzy though. 1-2.
Freddie about how great that moment was for the cycle. He was so inspired by all the cheering you did on the bench that day. That's maybe the best high fives.
That's what I was here for. Someone's going to do it, get paid. Well, might as well be me.
At least you're honest. For Ozzy Albies, 2 balls
2-2.
and 2 strikes.
Close pitch. Didn't get the call.
Cubs 5-2. Pirates all over Cleveland 11-3. Still scoreless in Washington. Go Nats, go. They need some help before they can help themselves next week. And Ozzy didn't get that. He missed a curveball and back-to-back strikeouts for Woodford. Woodford, begging pardon, gets his 5th inning.
2 best sequences of Woodford's night. Kind of a hanger, but Ozzy was bailing and wailing a bit.
He is our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact player.
I was talking about 1, 2, 3 and kind of forgot to include this guy who's reached base in 13 of his last 25 plate appearances. He's at 400 with runners on base this season.
Almonte up at the dish, 0-1. Oh, 2 got a call there, but it's 9-1. So
We'll have fireworks after the game tonight. Plenty of fireworks during it. Braves have 9 runs on 10 hits. 8 of the 9 Atlanta runs scored by the top 4 hitters. Ryan Snitker, Acuna 2 runs, Freeman 2, Albies 3, Almonte 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch.
2-2.
The other things we talk about in the game when an offense gets going are the subtle changes a manager can make. You recall how the Braves took off a couple of years ago and they moved Acuna to the leadoff spot. Maybe a coincidence, maybe not, but you got a very patient and professional hitter in Almonte hitting 4th. That moves Riley down to the 5th spot. Swanson 6th. The lineup deeper. And putting up runs and bunches lately. You see the patience.
Slider 3-2. Really good at bat again.
9 strikeouts. And hitting 300 entering tonight's play. Now he's up to 310. Full count pitch from Woodford, his 44th offering of the game about to come. This is his 2nd full inning. Ground ball hit towards Sosa at second. He's got it.
Ground ball. 3 up, 3 down. Woodford kind of restored some order there, but still some really good at-bats. Deeper counts, and Abraham Almonte has been a nice surprise shot in the arm, and and really, really, really good, really patient. And now getting some damage. 310 tonight. Entering 300, but now 310. Went down a little bit, but just really good stuff. Just having that kind of calming veteran presence. He's been around the block. Was hitting 400 in Gwinnett before the call up, and just kind of he had to settle in a little bit first few games, but I think once he hit that
Brett did tell me that. Switch to Spectrum Mobile and save and get 5G nationwide.
pinch hits
It's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
What inspires you?
add-on run against the Dodgers. It kind of just everything clicked, and having a cleanup hitter with 14 walks and 9 strikeouts, especially the way the top three are starting to heat up collectively, means you're gonna have a lot of chances, and you're not likely gonna have big strikeouts in big situations with a guy like Abraham Almonte. So that's absolutely amazing. Adam Duvall doing Adam Duvall things. I'm really happy for him getting a chance in Miami. Getting a chance in Miami and getting to play every day. I loved Adam Duvall and what he brought to the table.
The Marlins have played a ton of games on the road trying to stay relevant in the National League Eastern Division race. Miami begins play tonight in last
I think it's a honoring a hero.
the Washington Nationals. That's another team that if they
Woodford is gonna take an at bat.
Cardinals need offense.
Hopefully it could be a quick one for Max.
Here for St. Louis. We are through 5 in Atlanta. The Braves with 2 big innings of 4 runs each. Lead game 2, 9-1.
Woodford's doing the old, this is what you call Chip, take one for the team.
Yeah, Woodford's wearing one for the Cards tonight.
3-4 innings, it looks like tonight it's going to be Woodford.
It's 1 for 5 at the plate.
Oof.
Adam Wainwright's going to go for the Cardinals
Ephus
tomorrow.
On that one, Max held it too long. 1-1 for Wolford. Wolford? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Apologies, but
They had 2 or 3 starts in a row where their starters did absolutely nothing. This one's on the
ground out. Easy breezy there.
I'll finish that story in a moment. Let's first enjoy a quick message from Truist.
AT&T and SunTrust are now Truist, together for better.
Top of the order, Tommy Edman, but Adam Wainwright, the grizzled veteran for the Cardinals, said to his team, I know you need a lot of innings out of me. I'm going to go give you innings. And he did. He pitched 6, 7, 8 innings in that start for St. Louis and really bailed their entire staff out. Typical Adam Wainwright fashion. He's an ageless wonder. And that's who
Tommy Edman got ahead of him quickly.
Here tomorrow. Riley, fast runner. Good throw. Goodbye. Tommy Edman is
Ground out really good by Riley to not rush it enough, but really good for Riley because he's been struggling on those slow choppers. Really good against the fast runner. I know a little thing in a 9-1 game, but every time Riley continues to make good plays like that, the confidence is going to go up, especially with the throws.
Get through the 7th. That'll be a terrific outing for Max Fried. He's got Dylan Carlson up there, and that's it for a strike. Carlson for 1.
86. Give me a head slider, 0-1.
Young players, Carlson, O'Neill, Sosa, Edman. Right now they're going through those dry spells that young players go through.
Too quickly.
You see what every team. Unfortunately, when they all happen at the same time, it is really hard to watch sometimes. And then we add in the slides of Goldschmidt and Arenado. This is what you get from the Cardinal offense, which isn't
Step and throw. Attaboy. 3 ground ball outs, about 7 pitches, is premium Max Fried rolling right along. Rolling. Absolutely great for Max. And I think I know he gave up 1 in the first, but those 2 ground balls kind of reset him and only giving up that 1 run. And just got to attacking, not worrying about being too fine, and of course getting 9 runs of support helps to not try too hard and just pitch your game, but really efficient innings and getting the bats up there quicker, and just fabulous night all around right now. 84 pitches, should be able to go one more hopefully to save the pin, which is very awesome and important given we got Smiley tomorrow, and not sure on the Sunday night game. Smiley is a veteran, but he's iffy. He's had some back-to-back decent okay stuff. So and his cutter was amazing for his win against Miami. And really good pitching. Could be a good matchup. What's up?
I know there's hundreds of champions, but we've got a lot to offer, right? I mean, yeah, you all do. That's true. And like, oh, wait, what? Oh my God! I'm in! He chose me! In your face, losers!
Yeah.
Join over 50 million.
I will tell him hi, and thanks for the support, Alan, and yeah, he had a chance if he didn't have some shoulder issues, my uncle, but he's been amazing, so I definitely will give him my best from you.
Hopefully he'll have a chance to purchase those.
Wade LeBlanc, who
96 games.
The St. Louis acquired yesterday, or brought them up yesterday.
LeBlanc began the year with Baltimore, now with the Cardinals.
2 quick strikes to Riley. Line out by Riley. That was stung. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, the injuries and stuff that happens, but it does give a chance to form friendships and things of that nature, and I'm glad that you follow the Braves mostly just for me, and I appreciate the support, and oh yeah, always keep tabs. 2 quick strikes on Dansby from LeBlanc.
9 runs, 10 hits for the Bravos. 1 run, just 2 hits for St. Louis.
I think for St. Louis now, they've gone 15 innings with 5 hits and 1 run.
fouled off by Dansby there. And
No balls, 2 strikes. Cardinals are 2 for 18 at the
2
plate
for 2.
tonight.
Oh, 2 and 1 and 2. Excuse me.
Over the last 5.5 games on the road. Think about that. 5.5 games, they've got 9 hits.
Ugh.
Just
Can't ever complain about our offense with those numbers for the Cardinals.
Two balls, 2 strikes for the Braves.
Well, look, I
Swats it. Travis to follow. And moved down to play foul. West Coast games.
I've never had a problem. I mean, our offense has gone silent at times in big spots and doing the ABC baseball thing, but I mean, mainly it's the pitching staff not being able to. Woo! Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, another line out. Nice running catch by O'Neal. Phew.
First 2 batters, Riley with a top sped liner. This one did a good job of getting back there to the wall.
Woo, that one hurt.
I'm not sure what took
Good.
punishment. The muscle bound O'Neal.
Good at bat by Dans. Another line out. It wouldn't be a Braves game with a couple line drive outs.
Become a vegetarian in an effort to shed more muscle. He is so big and strong with his weightlifting routine. He was almost too muscle bound. I hate when that happens. Well, you've got the eliminating point. You've gone the opposite way. You're a meatitarian. You've eliminated
Yeah.
vegetables.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully these last 2 starts will
Launches one to center. Carlson backs up. And Wade LeBlanc will have an easy Atlanta 6th.
Contreras flies out into his perfect night, but 9-1. I think hopefully these last 2 starts by Charlie Morton going 7 2/3 and Max doing what he's doing tonight. Hopefully we can just ride the momentum and hopefully that'll give confidence to our bullpen, because the offense has frankly done enough a lot of the time in this season. So yeah, it should give them confidence, or you think it would.
You're just like us. You're passionate about sports, so are we. Chevrolet Sports Night, every Monday, 10:30 on Spectrum News 1.
And that's what is maddening about baseball, but keeps you coming back because you don't know what series is going to click and if it's going to click for a consistent amount of time. But it just feels like if that happens, then our bullpen can just attack and do their job. And again, it's a 2-game sample, but our offense has woken up big time. So hopefully we can give them a little breathing room, and when we hit those tough pitching staffs like the Mets, Marlins, and others, then we can be able to win those nail-biting ones. But trust me, if we can win 9-1 every night, I'd sign up for that. And this is definitely a fabulous start in a very, very important stretch for us.
Monday at 4:30 on Bounty Sports South and the Bounty Sports app. 9-1 Braves as we head to the top of the 7th. Before we get back to the mound with
0-0 for the Mets and Washington top 8. So their pitching staff is incredible. Max Fried back out there. 85-mile-an-hour slider. Get him in the count against Goldie.
Max Fried to work in the St. Louis 7th before a crowd of 40,377.
Curveball just
Cardinals
misses.
scored first in the first. Max Fried has shut him down ever since. He's at 88 pitches. Brian Snicker wants to get him through this seventh inning. He'll have Goldschmidt, Arenado, and O'Neill coming up.
Perfectly placed fastball. Down and in. Dotted 1 and 2.
Goldschmidt drove in the lone Cardinal run with a ground out. Austin Riley conceded Edmonds scoring to take the second out. As Max had a lot of pitches, but he is sharp as a tack now. That's 5 strikeouts.
He just wore out Goldie right there. A snapdragon curveball.
Who's over his last 19.
Woo, had him bailing and wailing.
A strikeout and double play for the Cardinals third baseman.
$95 up, missed to Arenado, who's
With that 40,000 plus crowd, the Braves are now
Mike
6,000 or so away from drawing 1 million fans.
might be his longest drought of his career, which he can go commiserate with Freddie on that, I guess.
Fans in the ballpark can see the Braves
1-1.
like they have the last couple of days.
Yep. Hopefully they can continue that. 2 more nights for these fans.
That's popped up behind the plate. Contreras will give chase. Ball tries to match.
95 foul, 1-2 quickly.
And it's 1 and 2. I'm sure the Cardinals are saying the same thing about Arenado that we said about Freddie Freeman. He's going to get hot at some point. You hope it starts on Monday. Cardinals head to Detroit to open a series with the Tigers next week. 1-2 pitch. Swing and
Gas face 96. Woo.
couldn't catch up.
Collarbone high. Perfectly placed.
Attacking the zone right here. He just grips an old fastball and throws it right by him up in the zone.
He's really pitched tonight, Jeff. He has not tried to overpower these hitters. Got into a groove after the first inning and has allowed just 1 hit since inning number 1. He's in the 7th with 2 outs, 94 pitches.
Tyler O'Neill fouled off a curveball. 94 pitches.
It's presented by Georgia Natural Gas.
0-1, 2 outs.
Playing Jordan, Peter Moylan. I'm sure we talked about this offensive outburst by the Braves in Game 2.
I guess Peter might mention Max being a pitcher.
1-1.
Look at chance.
And he got an RBI base loaded walk.
Always got to talk about the athletes. As Tommy Glavine might say, 2 balls and a strike for O'Neill.
2-1. Barely missed on that fastball. Could have called it. 2-1. It was out, but 9-1 maybe.
In the air to left. That's well hit.
Line drive out to Almonte.
Pitches. 7 innings of 1-run ball as we send you to the stretch.
7 innings complete. 2 hits, 1 run. Couple of walks and 4 strikeouts, I believe. 4.
This is the stretch presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Ozzie Albies once again another productive evening. He's 3 for 4 tonight, and Brian, that includes a 2-run shot for Albies.
Yeah, he's been great the last 2 games, and triple RBI triple yesterday, and he just brought it right into today. I love the way he's letting that ball get deep, but if you go inside on him, though, he is going to take you way out. Look at this ball above the shot house. I love it. Ozzie is starting to heat up, and you better believe Freddie is going to follow. I'm telling you,
He's the catalyst of this lineup right now. We've got Rondo the cup, we've got the top, we've got Alves at the 3-hole. Let's take a look at what he's done. This season versus the NL Central, 407 average, 1351 OPS, 16 extra base hits, lost 24 games, 313 average, 977 OPS, 25 RBIs.
And Ozzy started the season like 1 for 20, I think. And now he's
With 428 feet as well. So there you go, Brian. He just got 3 RBIs. He's now tied for the club lead with 43 RBIs with Acuna Jr. That's the stretch. Now a word from Georgia Natural Gas.
Ready to play ball with a new gas company? Georgia Natural Gas knocks it out of the park with simple service and great rates. And when it comes to helping the environment, GNG's Greener Life program makes it as easy as paying your gas bill. Sign up today at GNG.com.
Max Fried enjoys the 9-1 lead. Still hasn't cracked 100 pitches. Jeff Wonder if he'll come out for inning number 8.
Just for 3, then you can pull him. I mean, if Smith's going to listen to 4 keys, I mean, come on. They kept the momentum going. We just need 3.
6 strikeouts. I'm sorry. Short change, Max. Been really, really good.
And he did follow up Charlie Morton's outing last night with exactly what you wanted.
Follow the leader for Max with Charlie's masterpiece last night.
Down 8 runs with 2 at-bats left. Molina's out of the game. Goldschmidt is out of the game. Edman is out of the game. Olin Arenado is out of the game. We'll get those full changes for you in just a second as Guillermo Heredia faces LeBlanc and shoots one into the left field corner.
Hey, he wanted to get in on the hit party. Double me. Lead off double.
He's got his 15th double of the year, and that's the first Braves hit since the 4th inning.
That's the impressive thing, Chip. I know only his 3rd home run last night, but he's been a doubles machine for this.
15 doubles.
And what I like, go on both sides. We've seen a lot of doubles down the right field line, down the left field line. Continues to hit.
So the answer is Max Fried will not come out and start the 8th. Still not to 100 pitches. He only needed 98 to get through 7 innings tonight.
Adrianza getting a pinch hit spot.
7 starts.
Great job, Max.
His record 4-4 here tonight. So Adrianza will pinch hit. Fried also had an RBI play. With a bases loaded walk. The 17th bases loaded walk issued by the Cardinals pitching staff this year. That's just an astounding stat.
Good job, Eddie.
You look back at that first inning, Chip, and Riley got that ball hit at third, and we were wondering if he was going to come home. Instead, he threw over to first, got the out, and got Arenado out on 2 pitches later. Looking back now, that was one of those things that if Riley does come home, hits him in the back, does it open up a big inning? And the way the Braves bats have been swinging it, smart move.
Well, that's an interesting point. First, the 1-1 pitch.
Swing. 1-2 on in here.
We were talking before the game the other night about how when things are going badly, sometimes the best course of action is not just to stay the course, but to simplify things. Keep it simple. And in that case, Riley did keep it simple. Take the out, get him one, and
like you said, the way you've been swinging the bats, and no, Martinez has had. You're not facing Jacob deGrom,
Come on in here.
Freed settle in, and it was fantastic. That's popped up by Adrianza.
Popped up.
And that will be handled for out number 1. And as Edman, he moved from right field to second base. Sosa went from second to third. Lane Thomas is in right. And here is Acuna with 1 on, 1 out. Ronald's been on base 3 times. He scored twice.
Ronald. back up at the dish.
Still sitting on homer number 99. That's down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Good eye for Ronald on the changeup. Pitch grazed him on the elbow guard in the first inning. Yadier Molina threw him out trying to steal. He walked, stole a base, scored in the second, was hit again in the fourth, and then grounded out to end that long fourth inning for the Braves.
Good eye.
His on-base streak is 26 games in a row. That is the
I'm very, very, very happy for Max as well.
Braves have 11 hits tonight. 4 of them extra base hits. The pitch. Good eye, 3-0.
3-0 to Ronald.
So the Cardinal outfield.
On base machine.
Left to right. They're infield.
Can't give him a 3-0 green light and a 9-1. I guess you could, but I don't know if we would.
Isner is behind the plate. 3 balls, no strikes. And Acuna takes high ball 4. He walks for the second time. His on-base percentage soaring.
On base percentage king.
Push the Braves to the top of the order with the 2021 Google MLB All-Star.
First and second.
Braves.com/.
1 out for free.
On Google by searching for your favorite Braves players.
MVP free.
Freddie Freeman is everybody's favorite Brave.
Excuse me.
At least one of them. And Freddie, 2 singles, 2 runs, and an RBI tonight.
The thing that I love about Ronald, he wants to hit the homers and do the damage, but he's not expanding the zone. You clearly can see teams of late are like, Ronald's not going to beat me. And if they can help it, they're going to put 4 fingers up or hit him on the inside because you got to establish the inside, and he's not shying away or expanding his zone just because he wants to get hits and extra base hits and homers and stuff like that. He's still helping the team win. And as young as he is, he's a grizzled old veteran with his play discipline and approach. Even though he looks mad every time he walks, he can use his wheels and other things, and I really, really appreciate that from Ronald's perspective.
Carlson is there, however, he will make the play.
Fly out for Freddie.
The second out for Atlanta. And Ozzie Albies still looking for a triple. Well, he's hit for the cycle in the series, but he hasn't done it in
Yeah.
yet. And in the second inning, he unloaded.
Martinez trying to help up on 96. He said no movement left in that middle plate. Just under 4:30, up at the second part of the chop house. Gets a sword, and then a nice hug.
Come on, Oz. Tripled me.
LeBlanc turns it loose. And a hot shot down the third base.
Ah, get fair. Dang it. That was a nice swing of Ozzie from his lovely against lefties. Sweet swinging. Breaking ball. Got him offside. Fly out, but
This one's been fun. It's 9-1 Braves.
9-1
Fancy laser tool can compete with the
is
long-term spirit
good.
inside your gut.
2 easy breezy innings from the bullpen, hopefully, and we can call it cool.
He's got 13 points and 6 rebounds off the bench.
Up from now, they have not been able to guard him off the road. Checking with Malika Andrews.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, I'm told, is a guy who is up and in the gym at 6 a.m. and goes in after dinner. He likes to employ the phrase LND,
Oh, the Hawks got the Sixers right where they want them. Actually, they're actually in a better position than they've been in the last two games. Down 5 with 5:54 to go. That's an eternity.
Right now, it's so important that you understand how many minutes are left in the game and whether you are in the penalty if you foul. And unfortunately, they just gave away 2 points without any offensive movement on a foul beyond the 3-point line.
Probably Macy Josh Tomlin. I don't know. That would be my guess.
Potion, but recently I did some more research on it, and I found that it was in the past called the milk.
Just wanted to impress you a little.
Yeah.
With Guardians.
We're committed to making Guardians available and affordable.
The adventures of me and my remote tonight. Come on.
Some way, get himself back. One. That's 8 good ones in a row, guys.
8 good ones indeed.
Edgar Santana. This is where I prefer Edgar Santana. Low leverage.
Curveball combo tonight. Max had that fastball hammer working nice.
First pitch.
Cardinal catcher. How's that for some alliteration? He pops up the first one to Adrianza.
First pitch pop up. Very efficient. There we go. 1 out.
Freddie Freeman gets a few innings off. Yeah, it may not seem like a big deal, but as many
Freddie gets a couple innings off.
chance you get to give those guys a break.
With Adrianza in at third, Riley shifts over to first.
So Santana follows Max Fried.
A lot of times teams won't do that either until the other manager kind of waves the white flag, which when he took Goldschmidt, Molina, and Arenado out.
High fastball. 1-0.
Well, Cardinals will remuster our resources and get after it in Game 3, which will be tomorrow night. Edmundo Sosa drives one to center. Heredia going back, still going back.
I think Edmundo Sosa just pimped that, but he fly out to center, dead center. 2 out.
That's it between him and Heredia and left. They've done a great job of getting back on some line drives to the fence.
I've been really impressed with Guillermo's play in center field. He's had a clank or two here and there, but by and large, Jeff, good jump, good arm. Knows what he's doing out there.
Look, right now, both these guys know that the way they're playing, they're going to be in the lineup, and
2 quick
they
outs.
don't want to give that spot up.
In 3 pitches, that's how to do it.
Keep it. Remember, he was kind of hot and went on the IL, and we thought, we'll kind of see what happens.
Fastball.
Came back
Fireball.
up,
0-1.
As you said, the last 11, 12 games we showed earlier, Monte's been great.
96. Attack, attack, attack.
He's back off the injured list from a rib fracture. Can't imagine A, how painful that is, and B, how tough it is to come back and get to a rhythm after missing as much time as he did. He's 2 for the last 24 at the plate. There's a soft serve into shallow center. Can't get there. And the Young with a 2-strike count got too much.
It's Flair.
With the third St. Louis hit.
The Flair for
And LeBlanc is going to hit for himself.
Young there.
Pitch hitters are already in the game.
Yeah, but I don't think I see anybody warming up, so I'm guessing they're going to want LeBlanc to throw one more.
Wait, LeBlanc gonna hit for himself.
There'd be a bottom of the ninth inning.
Yeah, you get
First, we got a big problem.
Yeah, well, that's true. You get two guys Woodford and LeBlanc, and you tell them it's got to cover me 5 innings.
And you know what? They've done a pretty good job.
They've done what you want those guys to come in and do.
And Woodford 2 innings of 1-run ball. LeBlanc 2 innings with a hit and a walk. And he puts this one in play, but right to the second base bag. And Dansby's there to step on.
LeBlanc grounds out a nice, efficient 9-pitch inning for Santana. Exactly what you want there.
This is James.
Dad,
This is James.
I think we've used what? Okay, so say Max and Santana probably for the last one, maybe Tomlin. So 6 pitchers in the last 2 games combined, and I think we used like 11 or 12 or somewhere thereabouts in the 2-game series against Boston, and a lot of so you're seeing the benefit of starters going deep, and our offense is hitting on all cylinders all of a sudden. So this is a good combination. Great combination.
This isn't the walking dead. It's reality. You're in trouble. Dad, let me see your arm. Just because your dad is tired doesn't mean he's going to turn into a zombie. Says the left. We've got it, doesn't he? Let's not panic.
Pardon me, I skipped lunch today.
9-1. Very, very much better. Much better.
And pay no interest on your purchase for 12 months. Hurry in for the best selection.
I hope we get to relieve Freddie and let him get off his feet a little more in the future too, because that means it's more blowout wins and fun. So.
Georgia drives Chevy. And by Yellowwood. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Bottom of the ninth for Nationals versus Mets, 0-0 deadlock. Hopefully the Nationals can scratch across a run. Wow, I can't talk. So we can hopefully get back to 5.5 back.
Are putting it to the Cardinals in the first 2 games of this 4-game set. We'll wish our national colleagues well Saturday and Sunday. Jeff and I will be back with you on Monday for the Braves and the Mets. Big series begins up at Citi Field.
Almonte.
Might be joining us too.
Really?
Yeah. We might have a 3-man booth.
That's right. You did mention that.
1-1.
Tom is busy getting his homework done for that series Monday. That's a big one. That's going to be a really important series. Every day is a 2-game swing. When you face the team in first place,
And for this Braves.
Good breaking ball there. 5 LeBlanc, 1 and 2.
The good news for you is you're going to have Morton and Freed pitching up there, right? After both these great outs, and then the offense, where they're swinging the bat. That's how, you want to go into that series smoking. Hopefully the next couple nights, these rain kind of won't slow that down.
There's strike 3 on the outside.
Strike 3.
Is retired. That is the first strikeout for Wade LeBlanc. Yeah, that's the funny thing. You know, when you're going good, you want to play every day. There's a chance of inclement weather here in Atlanta both Saturday and Sunday. That aside, the last time that happened, Braves were able to set up the rotation for the Dodgers series. That worked out fine.
Riley up at the dish.
We'll see how it all works out. As Austin Riley is up, he's had a productive night with an RBI or 2. And this one launched toward right field. And big grab.
Wow.
Gorgeous catch.
That was a heck of a catch by O'Neill. I think that's O'Neill, maybe. No, Lane Thomas. That was a heck of a catch.
And I can say that because it's a 9-1 game. But dang, Riley got robbed there. A little bit painful on the chain link, but that was a heck of a leaping grab. Stinks for Riley, but good swing. Still putting up good swings.
Empty Dansby Swanson is the batter. We have the Coors Light below the chop. In right field, party facility for the fans. Talk about bird's eye view of the action from right
Good
field.
take there. Going one for Danby.
Great unique feature of this home ballpark for the Braves. Page out of AT&T Park in San Francisco, where they have kind of the Knothole gang out there too. Out on the street level. 1-1 count. It's out of play. It's
1-2 for
Let's
Dans.
enjoy a quick message from Delta.
What's next? I think the entire lineup has at least one hit. That is a good thing.
For Dansby Swanson upstairs, it's 2-2. And that duel in Washington continues. Mets nothing, Washington nothing. It's a great game. Still very much in doubt. Players are hoping Washington can push across a late run. As that strike
Perfect pitch.
really saved the Cardinal bullpen. 3 scoreless innings, and its last call for St. Louis heading to the ninth.
What can I do with less hours?
Heading to the ninth, hopefully easy breezy, and put it in the win column.
Namaste. Surprise parties. Oh, you guys. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks. So I can do more of the things I love. Dupixent is not for said breathing problem. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. Well, here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor.
Getting the alarm ready for.
And don't change or stop your asthma treatment, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist at that.
Looking at my phone for the Washington Met game. Watching the old gang cast.
From the conversations we had to the connections we make. It won't happen all at once, but together we'll find a way. Whether it's starting a new job or making a difference, when we turn to our communities, there's no telling where our next small steps.
Leadoff walk to Soto, and I think he got the benefit of a call there. Well, that's good. Good start for Washington.
Well, you learned hobbies like silk carving, B-Dubs raised the bar on bar food and chefed up a stacked roster of loaded hand-smashed burgers, juicy chicken sandwiches, and buffalo chicken tots. So ditch the decoratives and come crush with your crew. Buffalo Wild Wings.
9-1 head to the top of the ninth. Before we get the action, let's take a quick message from
Ooh, we only gave up 3 hits so far. I guess I didn't realize how good that was. Or Max was after the first inning.
So to the ninth we go in Atlanta. It is our T-Mobile coverage cam. All smiling faces in Braves country tonight. A couple of 4-run innings for Atlanta. All the kids having a great time. Future bonus babies. Making memories of a lifetime as Jacob Webb will come
Jacob
on
Webb.
final 3 outs.
Come on, bud. Come on, Jake.
Webb will
Be
finish
good.
top of the St. Louis order.
Outs, but perfect spot for Jacob Webb to come in. He was called up after Muller was sitting down. I think Muller will probably start one of those double dippers in New York, maybe, possibly. 1-0 for Webb. Outs. But anyway. Calm down. 2-0.
That's right, a 6th-round pick. Not every number one makes it. Not all your star players have to be picked early in the big league draft. See why the Cardinals like him.
Come on, Jake.
He grinds out pitches, grinds out every
Come on, bud. 3-0.
Versatility like that is
No walk. All the way back. Work back. You're good.
Last thing Webb wants to do is walk people with an 8-run lead.
There you go.
In for a strike.
Make him earn it. Come on, bud. Confident.
Edmund, Carlson, and Thomas coming up.
Oh boy.
It's a full count.
Back in it. Full count. 2 fastballs.
Like Edmund's dealing with in your career, did you ever pull an oblique, tweak an oblique?
One time I did spring training for about 10 days. It hurts, man.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's lifted to left, right.
Good job. Way to get up. Way to get back. Way to get back. Fly out. And a boy.
You feel everything. Just never goes away as Webb gets the first out.
Great job there. Great job there.
Here's a quick message from Delta.
Way to work it back. Make him earn it.
Reconnect with more. Delta, the official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
1 out. 2 more to go.
Dylan Carlson, the Cardinals center fielder, 0 for 2. And Webb fires low. 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes on the slider.
Cardinals have 3 hits. In this series, they've batted 16 times with runners on. They have 1 hit. They scored 1 run.
Good spot. 2-0 fastball. But it was a good spot. Didn't get the call. Think you would.
Nationals have a threat.
Work it back, bud. Do it again.
First and third, 1 out. Late in that game.
Webb, come on. Outs. 3-0.
Nationals can pull out a victory. Braves would shave 2 games off the deficit in as many days. A trend we very much enjoy.
Come on, Webby.
3 balls, no strikes to Dylan Carlson. And he lost it.
Walk. 4 pitches. Come on, bud. Throw your fastball. Throw it confidently. And just let's go.
Is scheduled. Excuse me, it's Rondon, I beg your pardon. The board had Thomas on the scoreboard as far as the lineup is concerned. I think Mike Schultz just making sure that he had it correct. Yeah, he's explaining the same thing I had. He's waiting at this.
Making sure he sends up the right guy.
Yep. And so the last thing they need is to have a batter out of order. Because roughest things have gone for him.
Come on, Webby.
So it's Rondon, not Thomas here.
Outs. Bud. Come on.
He's 6'4", 24. And now play final strike.
No way to get ahead. 0-1 fouled off. 94.
Wainwright and Smiley tomorrow night. Braves will announce their starters Sunday. I would assume after the game tomorrow evening. A.K. Kim will pitch for the Cardinals. It'll be the Sunday night game, and then we join you Monday. The 0-1 pitch is low.
1-1 slider. Come on, Webby.
The challenge for Jacob Webb. If he gets on a roll, he's going to pitch in games like this when you have an 8-run lead, 4 strikes. If they hit it out of the ballpark, so be it. Don't walk people.
Come on, Webb.
Ugh. Go out there, Willie. 2-1. Spike the slider. Come on. Reset.
Jacob pawing around in the front slope of the mound.
Reset, Webb. Come on, bud. Out.
And now his 2-1 pitch.
There you go.
Seems to me, Jeff, when Jacob takes a little off, his stuff is actually better. It moves more and he finds the zone.
Had him off stride on that slider.
Throw the fastball every once in a while. Probably look Jack to be in the game tonight. And saw that pitch right there. Nice change up. Good mechanics.
Change up, I'm sorry.
Zone 2-2 is lifted to right. Acuna retreats. He is shy of the track. Plenty of room for
Fly out. 2 outs. That a boy. One more. And Jan Jones walks the Mets off. So they're 1 out away from being 5.5 back.
Looks like Washington beat the Mets. Walked them off in the 9th inning. 1-0 is the final there. Here it's 9-1 Atlanta. And it's Lane Thomas, the St. Louis right fielder. This is the other problem the Cardinals have. Between Carpenter, DeYoung, Justin Williams, and Lane Thomas, those 4 players have gotten nearly 500 plate appearances this year. They're hitting 160 with a 28% on base and a 20%.
Spike the change there. 1-0.
Gonna get the job done.
No. So we'll talk about that and the Braves offense, which was in high gear in the 2nd and 4th tonight on Braves Live, presented by Xfinity. 10 more runs, 11 more hits, and a line drive to left. Almonte retreats to go.
Woohoo! Line drive out. Victory, baby. Victory chop. 2 in a row. Feeling really good. 5.5 back all of a sudden. 9-1. We had our hidden shoes on tonight. As always, go Braves. Thanks for joining me. That was fun. And we'll do it again next week.
Like you said, when you got the Mets coming up in a couple days and play them twice the next couple weeks, you kind of want to click offensively at the right time.